What's up? 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 What is up? How are y'all doing today? It is Friday, and y'all know what that means. That means we're gonna have us a good old time tonight. I'm your host, Emmanuel Eman Noisette, and I want to thank you, each and every one of you, for coming out today. We have got a lot of things to talk about today. Oh, we have a lot of trailers to go through. So we're gonna go through what is it, Gladiator 2. And then of course, y'all movie, Captain America, Brave New World. Trailer just dropped earlier today. I've been waiting to watch it, so we're gonna watch it today. And then I just got out of watching Longlegs. This is a horror thriller movie or whatever. And yeah, I just got out of it, so I thought I'd go ahead and review that for you guys as well. And of course, we have a whole bunch of other news and stuff to get to, so we will be going through that. I have to say, first and foremost, it is so good to be back. Of course, last week I was out with the itis, or I don't know, whatever the heck it was. But I am feeling a lot better. So thank you guys for all your well wishes throughout that time. It definitely sucked not being able to go live. But you know, we are back. Now I do have to also address that a lot of you voted when it came to covering the Acolyte that I don't have to keep going. And you know, first of all, thank you. I appreciate y'all. But I think what I will do is I will go ahead and I'll do one for the finale since it's almost over anyway. I'll do one for the finale, and we'll just kind of sort of talk about the things that you missed or whatever. Because listen, some of them episodes was lacking. I was not feeling a lot of them episodes, so I didn't want to force it, but we will go ahead and at least wrap it up that way. So we'll do that. I do want to give some quick shout outs to some supporters. We have Charlissa. Thank you so much. That's the homie right there. She said $50 cash app for them dragons. Replay all day. Shout out to the replay gang. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution every single time. And my man Terrence Francis with another $10 cash app. Thank you, brother, for that as well. He says here for Blade to finally get made. Listen, if I could give that money to whoever needs it to get that ball rolling, you know I would. So I absolutely would get on that for sure. But I want to thank y'all so much for that. Really do appreciate it. Oh, I do also need to let you guys know that if you are interested in attending the Deadpool watch party that I'm throwing, I will be throwing this on Thursday night. It's Thursday, July 25th. And I think it's at 7 o'clock or so. So if you do want to hang out, if you do want to watch stuff with the rest of the EFAM and myself, come on through. I'm actually going to put the link to the sign up form in the comments. So if you're on the comments right now, you should be getting it. If you're watching on the replay and you need it, let me know. I'll post it for the replay in the comments as well. And hopefully I'll remember to put it in the description. But yes, the seats are very limited. I'm almost out of seats. So I think I might only have 10 seats left, maybe. We're filling up a theater. Like everybody's gonna be there. So I'm just letting you know, if you've never been to a watch party, it's a good time. You know, I try not to make these watch parties around movies that I think will be kind of whack. So I do obviously have some confidence in Deadpool and Wolverine. So I think it'll be a good time for all of us. So if you want to go ahead. I put the link down there so you guys can come and watch with the rest of the EFAM. All right. I think I will give some shout outs and then we will get started. Paulette, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. I am Jerome. What's up? Good to see you. Santo, hello. Good to see you. Jarrell, appreciate you coming through. Sunspot, what is up? My man Dex is back. Shout out to Ms. Harper holding it down. Thank you so much. Nelson, what is up? Good to see you. Talented one, thank you so much for making it out. Jay, how you doing? MC, appreciate you coming through. My man Didier is back. Timothy, how are you? 60 plus, always a pleasure. Mr. Mitchell, what is up? My man Theo is back. How's it going, Corey? Thank you for making it out. Treese, yes, we are back in action. Mama J is in the building, y'all. How are you? My man Pierre is here. Good to see you. Zia, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Hold on. We got the homie Rhonda's here. Good to see you. My man Puma is back. Good to see you. Latrice, what is up? How are you? Tyra, thank you so much for making it back. I appreciate it. Let's see. Formerly Avengers Rising. Hello. Good to see you. Jesus, good to see you. D Smooth, what is up? Travis, good to see you. Alib, good to see you as well. Christy, appreciate you coming through. Rachel, hello. My man Taz is back in action. Good to see you. What's up, Raymond? I appreciate you coming through as well. Let's see. Dwight, hello. Callow, how are you? My man Mike is back. What is up? Still at work? All good. I appreciate you. Bose, how you doing? Johnny Washington, what's going on? Gumbo, hello. Man, that just made me hungry. I do need some gumbo in my life. Terrence, good to see you. Appreciate you for the support as well. Mary, hello. Degenerate, hello. Eric, my man, what is up? Good to see you. Phil Roy, I appreciate you coming through. Come on now. What's up, Tracy? Good to see you. Tyronda, hello. My man Derek is back too. Cinema Ghost, hello. Shy, thank you for coming through. The Copper, hello. My man Andrew is back. Who else do I see here? I saw some other folks. There we go. Nighthawk, what is up? Winsome, thank you for making it out. Eugene, shout out to you, and shout out to everyone that has made it out, who are still making it out. I appreciate you guys coming through. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's see here. Natalie, I'm seated for Mackie Madness. Thank goodness it's Friday. Fam, I don't know what madness you're talking about. I don't know what madness is about to ensue. I feel like we're just gonna have a good time with the trailer. I think that is what we are going to have. I think we'll see. Okay, let's see. Didier, what you got? Check out Lady in the Lake next week. You might see someone you know. Hold on now, Lady in the Lake. Hold on. What is Lady in the Lake? What was that? I heard of that. That's the TV series. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, okay. I think that's on Apple, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the one with Natalie Portman, Moses Ingram. Okay. Hold on now. Let's see if we got a. Let me look at the lineup here. So, hold on. Hey, man. You gonna make a little guest appearance? You gonna do a little feat? Hold on, Doc. Will we have EFAM exclusives in here? That's just, let me find out. Let me find out my man Diddy's in this. You know what? I might just have to go watch this now. Let me find out. I'm gonna be watching close to them credits. Let me find out. Hey, brother, if you are in this, congratulations to you. I know you be doing your acting thing on the side. Oh, snap. We got confirmation. My man's, y'all, okay. All right, listen. We have to go watch this now, y'all. We have to go. I'm going to make sure I go check this out. Y'all, we have to go support. Come on now. It's not often. I mean, I think it's my man Diddy, and then who else? We got Dan the Man going to be in Transformers as well. We got to support the EFAM, y'all. Come on now. We got to, because you know, when they blow up, we got to say that we knew them when we knew them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, congratulations to you, man. I'm really, really happy for you. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out for you. Now, real quick. Now, are you drinking some coffee in the background? Or do you have some lines? Just let me know what to look for. You know, not because if I see you drinking in the background, I'm gonna do the Leo point and be like, okay, I see him, but you got some lines, or are you just in the background? Either one is fine. Okay, you're doing better than me. I just want to know what to look for. That's all. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you for letting us know. That is definitely very, very good news. Mike, what you got here? Got me looking crazy on Wednesday to hear you destroy the episode. We already knew what happened, and I'm assuming you're talking about the Acolyte. I mean, yes, I was not a fan of the last 2 episodes. It is not usually my goal to trash things. I don't like to do that. I'm not afraid to do it, but I don't like to do it. And the Acolyte was already kind of going in like a slower direction for me. So I will make sure that I address my issues with the last 2 episodes in this season finale. And now I'm completely open to seeing if this show will pick up. I don't know how it'll pick up in the last episode, but we'll see. But yeah, I didn't, and coming off of my whole illness and everything, I didn't want to I didn't have the energy, you know what I'm saying? But like, we're gonna talk about it. We'll talk about it. So Wednesday, we'll get there. We'll get there. But thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Let's see here. There we go. My man DJ Payne, what is up? Just wanted to show love to all the E fam and you, E man, for doing an awesome show. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Been watching on the replays. Give my boy Blade his hero, his mother effing respect. I'm tired of waiting. Much love. Thank you so much. And yeah, man, I've been listen. Oh man, you got another one right here. I see you, brother. Give him respect. All love, bro. Much love. Thank you so much. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. I'm waiting for the Blade respect as well. I'm waiting for Marvel to finally get their act together and act like this needs to be a thing. Now, there's a little bit. I don't even know if I want to get our hopes up, but Comic-Con is coming up. I want to say in a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks or whatever. That would be the perfect time. Comic-Con would be the perfect time for Marvel to just be like, hey, by the way, we know we've been messing up. We know things have not been great. We know that 5 years ago was the last time we ever talked about Blade. Here's the new director. And here's Mahershala Ali. And here's the new whatever. I think it would be in Marvel's best interest to show that they care, because here's the thing. I've been hearing that Marvel loves, and we're going to talk about this later. Marvel has been loving all these other things. They love Fantastic Four. They love this. And I just showed y'all a video about how Mia Goth said that, Marvel cares about Blade. I don't want to hear it from them. I want to hear it from Marvel. I want Kevin Feige on that stage, or whoever the producer is that's assigned to it. I want them to get on stage and say, yo, we didn't forget about Blade. We still care. Here's the director. Here's the actor. Look at all of us. We one big happy family, and we're going to get this done. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. JN, is that cap shirt available? Unfortunately, it is not. They will not let me live. I tried to put it up, but they was like, I can't do it. They won't let me do it at all. So I apologize. I'm sorry. But I just thought that this was kind of fitting to wear, given what we're going to be watching a little bit later. So that was it. But unfortunately, I am not able to sell this. So I do apologize. Nelson, did you watch Dark Matter on Apple TV? Watch 4 episodes. First of all, I find this rich that of all people, Nelson, you gonna ask us, you gonna ask me if I've watched Dark Matter. Before I answer your question, let me ask you, sir, have you watched The Raid or Blade? You thought we forgot? You thought we forgot? Listen, I know I've been sick for a minute, but brother, I did not forget. We've been waiting patiently. I thought I'd let you off the hook for a minute and take some pressure off, but you're going to sit here, pay the $2, and I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. But you're going to ask, did you watch? How you going to ask, did you watch, and you ain't watching it? See, here you go. See, here you go. You knew this was coming. You knew this was coming. Why are you playing games? Why are you playing games? Nah, man. I have not watched Dark Matter yet. I definitely want to, because it is on my list to watch. To answer your question. Nelson, don't let me watch Dark Matter before you watch one movie. Don't let me finish watching all 8 episodes of Dark Matter and you ain't watched not one Blade, not one Blade 2. You can skip Blade 3. The Raid 1 and the Raid 2. That's 4 movies in less time. Don't let me watch this before you, brother. Don't let. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you my schedule, because right now, I'm catching up on Evil, so I'm almost caught up on Evil. And I just, for those of you wondering, because I'm sure somebody gonna ask, I am watching Supercell right now on Netflix. That's the Black British superheroes people. I'm only 2 episodes in. So far so good. So far so good. I like where we're going so far. Boy, them accents are thick. Them Black English accents. Ooh, if they did not have them subtitles, your boy would be lost. You know, like, hey, bro. You know, I can't even make fun of their accent. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Are we a Scotland or are we a Britain? I can't do it. But I like the show. I like where they going so far. We'll see. But let's see. Who else we got here? Do we want to get into this? Tell us. Okay, let's do this first, because I see people want some heat. I don't know. We'll see. Townspeople, have you seen Supercell on Netflix? 2 episodes in, three episodes in, and so far it's a Black version of the show Heroes, but from across the pond. Yes, I would agree with that characterization. It definitely feels like Heroes meets The Wire. I don't know, whatever. But yes, so I answered your question ahead of time. But yeah, I am into it. I'm waiting to see. I'll probably watch another episode tonight. It's only 6 episodes, so it's not like it's something hard to watch. I just have to find the time. But yes, thank you so much for that, Talented One. I appreciate you. Nelson, need to watch Deadpool 1 and 2 first. Jesus. Before I come to the watch party, then I will watch Blade movie series and the Raid. So you signed up to come to the watch party. Okay, listen. Can I just make a recommendation? Let me just make one recommendation. Yes. Watch Blade 1 and 2. I'm sorry, watch Deadpool 1 and 2. But before you come to the watch party, please watch at least Blade 1. I know that's 3 movies. Please. I don't have nothing else. I don't have nothing else. Just please. I'm please. Nelson, I don't want to hear you asking no questions during the watch party. Don't ask no questions. That's all I'm saying. I want you to come in, because you know, y'all ever had that person that come in and watch something and they be like, who's that? Where they come from? I don't want to hear no whispers, because I be in there. I'm in the movie with y'all now. I'm watching in the thing. I don't want to hear nobody. Who's that black man in the trench coat? Don't ask no questions. But you absolutely have to watch Deadpool 1 and 2. You can't come to Deadpool 3 and you ain't watched 1 and 2 yet. Okay. Hey, y'all saw it. You see it. He said he will be prepared. We have witnesses. How many witnesses we got? We got 244 witnesses. Nelson, brother Nelson, Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2, Blade 1. That's the first series. When you get home after that, Blade 2, Raid 1, Raid 2. Your list is getting heavy. It's getting heavy. I don't know what else we got to do. I don't know. I want you to like nice things. That's all. I want to share the nice things with you. That's all. JN, the cap image is available on Redbubble. Weird. Well, Redbubble, I don't think they care about anything. So, hey, if you can find it over there, go ahead and grab it. Go for it. Okay. Do I want to get into this? Okay, let's see. Ray, what you got? If Marvel is not going to respect Black characters, why are we still supporting them? Shouldn't we boycott them and not see Deadpool? And to follow up, thank you so much, by the way. They not recasting Black Panther. They still do Black stereotypes. They don't about Blade. They don't promote Black fathers. So why are we supporting them? Okay. See, we got to get heavy with this early. Like, golly. All right. So this is what I would say. I feel like we need to pull back. I will not be the first to sit here and say that I have loved everything Marvel has done. But I'm not at the point where I'll say that they disrespect Black characters, because I don't think that's a fair characterization. If Marvel were here, they would say, what do you mean disrespecting Black characters? Again, this is a matter of perspective. Has Blade undergone incredibly ridiculous production delays? Yes. There's no argument about that. Is that a racial thing? I don't know. I would not say that, because all we have to go off of is just rumors. We've never seen anything official. We've never seen anything like substantial. All we have is just rumors. If all we're going to go off of is rumors, then you have to take the good rumors with the bad rumors. You cannot be selective about it. You can't just say, oh my gosh, look at what they're doing. They hate Black characters, and ignore the rumors where they say, actually, Mahershala Ali has more power than any other actor in Marvel. You can't just pick and choose. When it comes to Black Panther, I've already told you guys my position on that. I've already told you how I stand on that. They don't believe that they are disrespecting Black characters with Black Panther. They believe that they have spiritually recast T'Challa. I don't agree with it, but that's where they believe. They believe that they are still promoting Black characters and that they are still allowing T'Challa to continue. Again, it is not my preference. It is not what I believe should be the best way to do it, but that is what they believe. Thirdly, they're also about to give you Wonder Man. This is a character traditionally was a white character, but they are making him a Black character with Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. They gave a Black lead his own show. We're also getting another show from a Black sister, Riri Williams. I'm just saying, it's hard to paint them as disrespecting Black characters when they're actually putting Black characters up there with TV shows and movies. Not to mention, we're about to talk about a Black man leading a whole movie as Captain America. So all I'm saying is the narrative, this idea that they don't like or respect Black characters, it's hard. Now, would I say that they are handling them the best? No. But would I say that they're disrespecting them? I can't say that, because they're actually, and let's be honest, look at what DC is doing. Which DC Black character is getting a lead movie in James Gunn's universe? Now, he's got one of them leading TV series with Amanda Waller, and we might get a co-star in Jon Stewart for DC and the Green Lanterns, and you might get and we know he'll get an appearance with Mr. Terrific. But I'm just saying, comparatively, Marvel's kicking everybody else's butt when it comes to Black representation. Could it be better? Yes. Is it absolutely disrespect? No. We can't say that. I don't think it's fair to say that. Do they deserve criticism? Absolutely. Are they sitting here just tearing down the Black man? I can't say that. I can't say it because when I look at everybody else, I'm looking at DC, who got a whole bunch. Static, Hardwire, Icon. You know, y'all got a whole bunch of Black characters, Vixen, that y'all could be doing, but you're not. So, you know, I just can't subscribe to that yet. That's all. Now, everybody's entitled to their opinions, but if you're asking me, is this enough to boycott Marvel? Not for me. Not while there still are Black properties that are going to be shown. I can't do that. Oh, Armor Wars. Armor Wars has not been canceled. I don't know what hell's going on with it, but supposedly it's still coming. Secret Invasion. Didn't Sam Jackson have a whole? I mean, it was terrible, but he had a whole show. So how does this narrative still hold up when you actually have all these examples when they're putting Black characters up? I don't know. I don't know. To me, that's a little extreme. It's not my bag. If you personally don't want to watch something, if you don't want to support something, totally fine by me. I respect your decision, and anybody else that agrees. I've already told y'all, if y'all want to boycott, that's your money. Do it. You won't see me doing it until I have more reason to, but you know, do what you want. I support y'all right to do what you want with your money. Let's see. Chloe, what's your review of The Boys? You know, I think I'll wait until the last episode. I had already seen The Boys earlier. I just didn't have time to like go through it all. Like I was doing too much. I was doing Acolyte, I was doing House of the Dragon and the Friday Live. I just did not have time. But I think what I'll do is on Friday, I'll give like just a quick review of what I think about the whole series, because I think that's when the last episode comes out. So I'll do, excuse me, I'm so sorry. I'll do that next week. Somebody remind me just in case I forget. Chloe, again, thank you so much. This season, I'm assuming you're talking about Acolyte, has been hard to watch. I almost stopped. Yeah, it has been pretty hard. It has been very hard. What is Mike Nelson v. duct tape rope gag a 75-inch TV in your future? Hey, listen, I mean, whatever it takes to get my man Nelson to watch these things. I don't know. We're gonna have to find a way. Here we go. What is this? Jarrell, Brave New World trailer drops same day as E-Man returns for a live is no coincidence. We know how hyped you were when you woke up this morning. Yeah, okay. 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 I'm gonna leave that alone. All right. Thank you guys all for the support. Definitely appreciate it. Hold on. We got one more. This is for David. David, thank you so much for the $10 Cash App. You said for being you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Sending some respect right back to you. Appreciate that. All right, let's get the bad news out the way. We do have unfortunately a bad one here. Let me grab this here. Just in case y'all did not remember. But unfortunately, we lost Shelley Duvall. In case you did not know, Shelley Duvall, she was the mom in the Shining, and she was also in Popeye, the Sailor Man. She played Olive Oil back in the day, and yeah, it's pretty sad. I want to say, how old was she? I think she was 75. Yeah, so she was 75 years old, passed away over this week. Solid actress, you know, probably wasn't like a movie star, but I think a lot of folks, especially if you watched a lot of films back in the 80s and stuff, she was definitely making her rounds at that point, but we did lose her. So rest in peace to her. And you know, any fans of hers, shout out to y'all as well. All right, moving on. We have I have an update here. What do we have here? I think we talked about this before, that there was a rumor that this was happening, but it seems as though we actually have some traction with The Devil Wears Prada. Now, this is a movie that I cannot say that I have sat down and watched from beginning to end. But it is one of those movies that every single time it comes on, I can't help but to watch it. So I've seen the movie in entirety. I just never sat down and watched it from beginning to end. And I mean, Meryl Streep and Hathaway were fantastic in the film. My wife likes it more. So it's usually when she's watching it, because she likes to watch things on repeat. That's when I'll sit down and I'll watch it with her. But she was actually I'm sorry, not my wife. Devil Wears Prada, apparently they're talking about doing a sequel. So it says here that all the stars are coming back to return for this sequel. It says here Entertainment Weekly can exclusively reveal that all major stars from the first film, that includes Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci, and the director David Frankel, will all be coming back. Source close to production tells EW that even the original screenwriter is also working on the sequel's screenplay. So if for whatever I don't know if you guys are fans of it, they will be doing a sequel. Now, we do have a little bit of news about what that plot might be. It says here the plot for the Devil Wears Prada sequel: Miranda, Meryl Streep's character, her career goes into decline, which forces her to go face to face with Emily, played by Emily Blunt, who's now a major exec at a luxury group whose advertising dollars Miranda desperately needs. So it sounds as though that, I guess, Miranda, while she was the boss lady and she was like the queen of the fashion world, it sounds like she's going to be struggling a little bit. And the people that used to work for her, maybe now she's gonna have to humble herself. I don't know. Now, I'm not in tune with the fan base like that, not with this film, but I didn't know. I mean, has there been a desire for a sequel? Like, is this something that people were like, oh man, what happens next? I liked how it ended. I thought it was a good movie that kind of felt like a one and done. And I'm just kind of wondering, is it too late for a sequel? Like, when did this come out? I don't know. This came out a while ago. This was like early 2010s, wasn't it? Something like that. But anyway, I don't know. Is this something that you guys are checking for? Is this something that does the plot sound interesting to you enough where you will actually go ahead and do? But whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Chloe, what you got? Oh, you were talking about The Boys. Okay. In the Acolyte was okay. I would agree with you on that. I would say that I had a little bit of an advantage because thankfully Amazon gave us the screeners all at once. So I was able to kind of binge through it. But like as I was binging, I do remember thinking like, "Ooh, if I was watching this week to week, it was getting a little shaky." It was a couple episodes. I forget exactly which one, maybe 4 or 5, something like that. And I was kind of like, I don't know. So I totally understand where you're coming from with that. There were a couple moments where it was, I just didn't see that. I wasn't feeling it all the way. All right. Next. Listen, never in my life did I think that I would have to talk to y'all about this. If you I don't know if you guys know who this is, but there's been an internet sensation going on. And this happens all the time, right? We always see people get their 15 minutes of fame. Somebody said, hey, listen, what happened? Ain't nobody got time for that. You know, hide your kids, hide your wife. Listen, there's always somebody that gets a little time. And most recently, in case you did not know, there was this girl, I think, what's her name? Haley something. And if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about. And she's known as the Hawk Tuah girl. No, I am not going to play this. Because if you know how to Google, you can find this out on your own. I would not talk about this under any circumstance. I need y'all to understand that. And the only time I ever talk about these things is when they start to cross over. And unfortunately, she's crossing over because now this Hawk Tuah girl supposedly is about to get a reality TV show. It says here she's in striking distance of landing a TV deal. According to TMZ, they say that her viral fame's not the only factor drawing in Hollywood, because we're told that they also find her relatable and humorous, traits that they say she showcased on a recent Barstool podcast with Brianna LaPlaglia, whatever. Listen. Why? Why? I mean, is Hollywood that desperate? I mean, listen, are we to blame the Kardashians for this? Because if this is not the epitome of people with no talent getting famous, I don't know what is. I mean, usually if somebody gets famous, even for some 15 minutes of fame, it's because of maybe a gimmick. It's because of some little weird thing that they can do. Like, okay, you know, I can see that. I forget, what was that dude's name on America's Got Talent? It was that the Asian guy, Gundam Style. You know, like, I could see that. It was funny for a minute. It was entertaining. And my man blew up. Hey, listen, he blew up. If people wanted to pay to see this man sing and dance and Gundam Style, whatever, I get that. This girl said 5 words. 5 words. You got to hop to her and spit on that thing like that. And she get a whole show off of that. America. Because let's be honest. Look. Is this not America? Is this not what America loves? This is it. I don't think I have to get any more descriptive about it. Like, look at her. That's America. That's what America likes. This is what America wants to amplify. With all that said, will you be watching the Hawk Tuah girl? Will you be tuning into that thing when the TV show comes on, reality show, whatever? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments. Natalie, what you say? Not EFAM after dark. Listen, we ain't going there. We not going there. That is not what we doing. Not with this. No, ma'am. Not with this. All right. I don't know if you guys recall, but Edge of Tomorrow came out. Ooh, when did this come out? Edge of Tomorrow. What year was that? Was that 2016? I want to say. No, 2014 or something like that. Let me see. Edge of Tomorrow came out 2014. It's been 10 years since Edge of Tomorrow came out. And I will say that, like, I liked it. Like, I really liked the concept. I liked Tom Cruise, Emily Blunt. They had really good chemistry together. The premise was cool. It was all about going back in the past, trying to change things, aliens and all. I was cool with it. But there have long been talks about whether or not a sequel was going to happen. Now, I was cool with it back in 2014, 2015, 2016. I was like, okay, like, if you're going to do it, like, let's go. But it's been 10 years. And we're now getting an update about what's going on with this. And apparently, they're saying that an Edge of Tomorrow sequel with Tom Cruise, it's not dead. They're keeping hope alive. It's not dead. And this comes from I believe the filmmaker, the director, Lyman. He said here, he confirmed that the Edge of Tomorrow sequel isn't dead. He said, no, we keep talking about it. The other part of that we being Tom Cruise. We love that world. If it does come out, it wouldn't be the first time a sci-fi sequel has survived protracted gestation period. I don't know how long James Cameron took with his Terminators, but at the time, it felt like a long time. So basically, he's comparing the two Terminator movies and the sequels. Let me see. When did the Terminator movies come out? So Terminator 1 was 1984. Terminator 2 came out in 91. That's only 7 years. 7 years can work. And first of all, James Cameron can do whatever he wants. We already know this man can do what he wants. When you have James Cameron's like resume, you can do whatever. Now the rest of the Terminators are trash. Everything after, I know some people like, oh, I like the Salvation. I don't know, whatever. I don't like any of them. It was only 1 and 2. That's it. Everything else is dead to me. But I don't think this guy, Lehman, I don't think he ain't got no James Cameron resume. You got 10 years, and even if you started it today, it's not going to come out for another 2 years. So when we got to wait 12 years, and that's best case scenario, 12 years for Edge of Tomorrow again, I question whether or not the interest is there. Can Tom Cruise still do it? Sure. My man just did Top Gun. It was great. The sequel was great, but I'm just saying, I'm going to have to see. Here's the thing. I need a good trailer, and I would like to know what is the story, because we're doing the whole Groundhog's Day, going back in time type of thing. Okay, that's cool. Is this going to be like some Back to the Future type stuff? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't know. Is Edge of Tomorrow something that you guys are looking forward to if they make a sequel? Is this something that you will check out? Or do you need some more convincing like myself? Or maybe you're totally checked out. Whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. Jay, the Tennessee Snooki. Yeah, she is kind of like, see, and listen, even Snooki, at least she had a reality TV show and then got popular. That made more sense to me. But how you just gonna get the 15 minutes and then now you get, yeah, but that's a good comparison. Thank you for that. All right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this. Listen, Martin is probably one of, in my opinion, the top 5 funniest TV shows of all time. I have so many great memories watching Martin. There's so many classic episodes of Martin. We could be here all day reminiscing and talking about our favorite moments in Martin. Gina getting her head stuck in the bed frame. Classic. Martin getting boxed up and his head coming out, just explode. Amazing. GTD. GTD. And probably my absolute favorite. Like, if this comes on, I'm crying. If this comes on, I'm crying. When they went on vacation and Pam saw the puppy. And Martin was like, that ain't no damn puppy. And the classic characters, Shanae, the Hitman Jones, like Dragonfly Jones. Martin is a classic. No question about it. So now the question, though, is, do we need more Martin? Do we need more Martin? Because that is apparently what is going to happen. Because right now it is official. A Martin prequel drama series is currently in the works. All right. It says here, the beloved comedy is now looking for a more permanent return with young Martin, a new hour-long drama series. And this is coming from Martin Lawrence. It says here, the hour-long young Martin is contemporary origin story centering on Martin Payne, a charismatic teenager navigating the complexities of transitioning from youth to adulthood. It reimagines the character played by Lawrence on Martin, paying homage to the original show. Now, it says here, it is set in modern-day Detroit. Young Martin follows Martin Payne, a spirited teenager whose journey is characterized by ambition, humor, and a genuine compassion for those around him. The show will explore themes of family, friendship, and life while the young Payne balances on the tightrope between adolescence and adulthood. Martin's quick wit and magnetic personality draw him into high-stakes situations where he must confront obstacles, emotions, and ultimately find his path to success. All right. I'm concerned. I'm getting everybody hates Chris vibes from this entire description. So you have a couple challenges ahead of you. One, what platform is this coming out on? Because platform matters. If you tell me this is going to come out on Peacock, I say it's an automatic fail. If you tell me this comes out on Netflix, it might have a chance. Maybe. 2, who are you going to get to play young Martin? Now, I was looking up the kid that played. Remember what that episode when Martin thought he had a son and the kid that had the big ears and stuff? Was perfect casting, right? Perfect casting. But that kid now, he's like 38. Like, he can't play a young Martin going into adolescence to youth. That would have been a nice opportunity, but that can't work. So I'm questioning, who are you going to get to play him? Now, that's not impossible. They can find some young talent out there. Sure. But my biggest concern is, how is this going to work? Because the biggest draw when it came to the Martin show was Martin. It was Martin's physical comedy that was the draw. I mean, who was it? Was it Casey and JoJo? When they came out, when he did that whole thing was improv. And they didn't even know he was going to come out. That's Martin. That's Martin. The New Jack City scene like with the dog and who stole the CD player. That was improv. The cast didn't even know he was going to do that with the fake dog. Is whoever's going to play Martin going to come with that same energy? And let's not also forget, Martin played a whole lot of characters. Is whoever this new kid that's going to play Martin, are they going to play all the characters too? Martin played his own damn mama. Is the little kid going to play the mama? So I have a lot of concerns because I think the natural inclination or expectation is you got to catch all that magic that happened with Martin over the years. You won't have to put all that and put it right back into a bottle. Even the Fresh Prince, even that series, which to me is another top 5 of all time. I love Fresh Prince. Even that show, in my opinion, could not capture everything that was great about the original series. It was okay. It was also on Peacock, but it just couldn't really, to me, it didn't match up the same level of quality. It was still good. It was all right, but it wasn't the same as Fresh Prince. So I don't know. I feel like this is a very tall order. But when you look at a show like Everyone Hates Chris, it's not like, the actor was James Terrell, I forget his name, the Abbott Elementary kid, the little kid, the guy who played him. It's not like he had to act like Chris Rock, right? He didn't have to sit there and be like, "Can I get one reel? How much for one reel?" He wasn't doing all of that. So it's possible this could work. I would be interested in seeing, is he gonna meet Tommy? Tyler James Williams. Thank you for that. I'd be interested in seeing if he's gonna meet Gina. Is it a young Gina? Does he have problems with Pam, like going forever? Like, is he hanging out with Cole early? Like, I'd be interested in seeing stuff like that. Is the season finale when he moves into the apartment and meets Bruh Man, for the first time? Like, you know, and will Martin himself, because he is executive producing it, but will he make some cameos? And I wonder, will that save it for y'all? Do y'all think like what if we saw a young Jerome? Are we going to see a young Jerome? What was the security guard's name? Jesus, y'all remember the security guard? Are we going to see a younger version of him? Will Tommy actually have a job at this point? So I got questions. Otis, thank you, Otis. So I'm gonna need a trailer, a really good trailer. I need it on a good platform. And I need to see what approach they're going to take. Matter of fact, I think I read somewhere that they might make this more of a drama than a comedy. Like, if they go the Fresh Prince route, will that be better? I don't know. Anyway, guys, you guys let me know, how do you feel about a young Martin TV series? Oh yeah, they did call it a drama series, right? They said it was a drama series. So maybe this is not going to be the straight up comedy that we're used to. Is that shift going to work? I mean, again, you got the Fresh Prince type of thing. That thing went more drama than it did comedy. I don't know. Are y'all willing to give this a shot? Are you willing? Are you interested? Are you on the fence? Maybe you're turned off. Whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. Talented one. Yeah, that New Jack City episode was fire. Love it. Classic. All right, let's see here. Okay, we got all that. All right. What else do we have? I don't want to do that yet. Do I have to give my disclaimer again? All right, I'm gonna try not to. Zack Snyder has been somewhat controversial of a director. And apparently I'm gonna have to give my disclaimer before I say it. I do not like, I'm sorry. I do like Zack Snyder. There are some movies that Zack Snyder has made that I don't particularly like. I like 300. I like Army of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead. I liked Army of the Dead. I did not like Rebel Moon. Both of those, the non-director cut, they both suck to me. So I have a mixed relationship with Zack Snyder. But I do not hate Zack Snyder. But I do have criticisms for Zack Snyder, as well as praises. As a visual director, the man knows what he's doing most of the time. He does action very well. Where I disagree with, let's just say, his more hardcore fans, is I disagree with some of his creative decisions when it comes to DC. Let's just say that with DC. And apparently I'm not alone in that, because everything that has kind of come from the DCEU, which is like a derivative of the Snyder like verse, has not really panned out very well. They've had a couple pops. Wonder Woman, pop. Aquaman, strange pop. But he's also been plagued with, obviously, studio interference and, tragedy in his life. So nobody's holding that against him at all. But a lot of the stigma that has been negative stigma has been more so due to the extreme side of his fan base. So let me be clear. If you are not the Snyder fan that is harassing people or, being all super aggressive online, I'm not talking to you. If you happen to just like his stuff, great. I'm also not talking to you. I'm talking about the weird, crazy folks that go out there and harass the WB execs and troll people online. I'm talking about those crazies out there. Those. And the problem is the fact that they become almost synonymous sometimes. Every time Snyder talks, he kind of gaslights them up, the extremes, and it becomes annoying. And when it comes to the Justice League, which has been a movie that he's tried to do and finish after it was messed up by the studios, previous regime of WB, he got his money, right? He went over to Netflix. They gave him the extra money that he needed, and he was able to finish it. It was a 4-hour long movie. I don't know if it was successful or not, but it is what it is. Some people enjoyed it, some didn't. Whatever. That's fine. I whatever. But one of the biggest issues I've had with the fan base has been how vocal and loud they. Oh, I'm sorry. That was that on HBO? I'm sorry. I misquoted that. That was on it was on HBO Max. Thank you for that correction. Not Netflix. But one of the bigger issues I've had is how vocal that extreme fan base can get, the extreme part, and how little they show up. They don't show up. Black Adam, which was number one on iTunes, was the last remnant of hope for anything Snyderverse related, and not enough people showed up. They just didn't. Now, Snyder, to his credit, has done charity events where he will release the movies, Batman v Superman, Justice League in theaters, and those have gone great. And I'm not sure if this is the same thing or not, but it looks like we're going to do it again. Because it says here that Zack Snyder teases that Justice League could be coming to theaters. It says here on July 2nd, Snyder issued a temperature check of sorts with DC fans and their affinity for his version of Justice League on his official Vero account. He said here, want to see Zack Snyder's Justice League on the big screen? Stay tuned for an update. Look, I don't mind people enjoying what they want to enjoy. I won't be turning out for that. But this is my hope. I hope that every single one of y'all that are fans, I hope y'all turn out. Because the number one indicator of whether something will have life in the entertainment world or not is active participation with your dollars. I hope with all that energy, every single person that wants to hashtag release the Snyder Cut or hashtag sell the Netflix, whatever y'all be hashtagging now, I hope every single one of y'all show up. Because if y'all don't, I don't want to hear nothing from y'all ever again about this era. It's been 10 years too long. So I hope y'all show up and show out. I hope y'all get dressed up. I hope y'all have a blast. I really do mean that. But I swear, if y'all don't show up for this, if y'all don't sell out, if y'all don't make this an event of all events, I don't want to see not one hashtag from y'all. I don't care what you like. Because if you're not if you're not walking the walk, don't talk to me at all. So listen, if you're a Snyder fan, if you're a Justice League fan, there you go. Go follow Zack Snyder on Vero. I don't know who's on Vero, but go follow him and go support this movie. Because I want y'all to have what y'all like. But what I just don't want is for y'all to talk about something and you don't even support it yourself. That's what I don't want that. I want people to be consistent. I'm not going to gatekeep what people should like or not like. I don't operate that way. But I will call you out if you make a big fuss about release this, release that, and you don't show up at all. Please put your money where your mouth is. That's all I'm going to go with. So y'all let me know. Will you be going to see Justice League? I'm assuming the extended cut. In theaters? Will you be sitting there for all 4.5 hours? Whatever you think. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. No, sir. That is going to be saved for the end, but thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. JN, Martin and Pam fighting the dog on vacation. Yeah, classic. One of my favorites. Classic. Poor man, what you got? No, the characters are the IP. Martin, the show had people in his life. We don't need one actor, but all his genius. Can't wait. Okay, that's cool. I mean, hey, listen, maybe they can get different actors to act, the different roles, but I'm just saying, I like the fact that everything was from him. The fact that he just was able to play all those roles and stuff, I thought that was amazing. But I'm just wondering if they'll be able to recapture that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, I guess we can stay with DC. There was a uh ever since Matt Reeves came in to WB, this is before James Gunn came around. Matt Reeves was developing his own universe. WB said, "Yo, you can play in your own sandbox. You can do whatever you want. We got Robert Pattinson. Go ahead, do your thing." So I think the Batman movie was, I'd say it was pretty successful. I think it was good. And beyond that, we also found out that there were going to be some spin-off shows from the Batman, right? So we already saw the trailer for the Penguin. That's coming out to HBO Max. And the Penguin looks good. You know, the show, the trailer at least looks solid. Colin Farrell playing that with the great makeup and everything, doing a good job acting. So we'll see kind of like more of that crime, how crime is acting or what's going on after the movie. Sounds good. So there was another spin-off show, and it was called Arkham Asylum or something like that. And it was basically going to be a TV series about I'm assuming either the asylum or maybe there was a version of it that was kind of like maybe the Gotham PD, you know, where it was going to follow maybe Commissioner Gordon, played by Jeffrey Wright. And yeah, we were going to kind of get like a little other look at what's going on Gotham. Now, keep in mind, we've already had a Gotham series. I personally did not like it. I got maybe a couple episodes in and I was like, no, thank you. And it was funny to me that even while they had this Gotham series that was not supposed to be about Batman, they still made it about Batman. And I've always said this, that like the most interesting thing about Batman is Batman. We don't care about all these other characters because all these other characters revolve around Batman. Even his sidekicks, they are usually interesting because of how they interact with Batman. His villains, outside of the Joker, I would argue a lot of them are not interesting unless Batman's involved. And this is also one of my main concerns with the Penguin. I don't know how interesting it will be without Batman. So this idea that having a Gotham PD or Arkham Asylum thing, it might be interesting because it could be an interesting way to like introduce new villains. It could be a way to kind of like just get us deeper into the world of how crazy things is. Maybe even give potential for a Suicide Squad. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, it don't matter because it's canceled. The Arkham Asylum TV series is not moving forward, and that's a wrap. It says here that it's no longer moving forward at Max. It is still possible that a new project set within Gotham City Asylum could be developed in the future. This is according to one of their sources. And it also said that at that time, back when this was originally planned, this was meant to focus on the inner workings of the Gotham PD. So that was kind of the original idea, but it's not happening. Oh well. I wonder if it is possible that this is getting canceled because keep in mind, this is set in the DC Elseworld. So this is not in the main DCU, which James Gunn is kicking off. So I'm wondering if maybe they're canceling this because maybe it's going too deep. Maybe it might be too confusing for people because we're going to get a new Batman. We're going to get a new official DCU created. And maybe the Penguin series was just a little too far down the line in production where they were just like, nah, we're too deep. We signed contracts. We can't go back. But maybe this Gotham PD thing was kind of like, nah, nothing's really happening. So, oh well. I'm not crying over this. I'm not gonna miss it. I'm very okay with this not moving forward. Because like I said, I still want to see what happens with the Penguin series. I want to see, can you make this work without Batman? If you can, I'm in. I'm just not easily and immediately sold that Batman's villains are that interesting. Again, outside of the Joker. So this is not happening, but you guys let me know. What do you think about this cancellation? Do you think that this is a good thing for DC, maybe to keep things simpler for people? Are you disappointed? Were you looking forward to Matt Reeves' version of Arkham and the Gotham PD? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How we doing on time? I think we okay. Right? Yeah. I am going to skip that then. Okay. I don't care. All right. Let us go to Madam Web. Madam Web has been another entry in the Sony Marvel universe. To put it bluntly, Madam Web was trash. Just bad. It was not a good movie. And Madam Web was yet again a continued effort on Sony displaying that they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to handle Spider-Man spin-off characters. And I would argue that the level of effort is almost indistinguishable. I cannot look at Sony's efforts and how they go about making movies and saying, yeah, you guys are trying to do better. I cannot see that from them, because based off of who they hire and who they rehire, everything about what they do with the Sony Spider-Man stuff outside of the animated stuff, because Spider-Man Inside Across the Spider-Verse is great, all their live action stuff is questionable to terrible. With that said, do y'all know who Emma Roberts is? If I'm not mistaken, Emma Roberts is Julia Roberts' daughter, if I'm not mistaken. And recently she had made some headlines because she was actually out here defending Madam Web. Oh, is that the niece? Okay, I'm sorry. She's her niece. My bad. Now, the main star, Dakota Johnson, she pretty much was out here like, yo, this wasn't all that good of a movie, and I'll never do this again. Right? She was keeping it 100, right? We also saw Sydney Sweeney come out. She poked a little fun about it. You know, she kind of came out and was just like, went on SNL, made a couple jokes. Didn't nobody watch my movie? Ha ha ha. It was funny. We talked about how, according to some rumors, some of the Sony executives didn't appreciate Dakota's downplaying of the movie. They was just like, how could you talk about our movie? They was all in their feelings. Never mind the fact that they put together a terrible production cast or crew or whatever. Never mind that, but they was mad at Dakota for not championing this movie that was clearly trash. But Emma apparently had some feelings about the reception that Madam Web got. And she had something to say. So in this interview, she was actually trying to protect this movie. It says here, we've got to talk about Madam Web. It didn't go as well, obviously, as people hoped. That was the interviewer. And she says here, and I'll just give the quick points. Everyone likes to act like they can predict if they're going to work or not. And the truth is, you can't. Ma'am, that's a lie. That's a lie. Now, I agree, everyone can't predict certain things. I agree with you on that. I knew Morbius was going to be trash from the jump. I knew Madam Web was going to be trash from the jump. I knew Venom 2 was going to be trash from the jump. Fast and Furious. Ever since 7 or 8, I knew they was all going to be trash. What are you talking about? Now, sometimes we can get tricked. Sometimes we don't know, but sometimes you know when something's going to be trash or not ahead of time. So yeah, I call cap on that. Some of these things we can't call out. But anyway, she goes on and says, I personally really loved Madam Web. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought everyone in it was great. You did? I'm sorry. Okay. The director, S.J. Clarkson, I think did an amazing job. She's the reason. Wait, what? She's the reason I wanted to do that movie. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. She was in the movie? Oh my God. She was Mary Parker. I didn't even know she was in the movie. Who gave her? Okay, I'm sorry. My bad. I really did not know she was, because I was wondering, why is Emma Roberts talking about this? Like, why is she acting like she was one of the girls with the spider powers? I'm like, did I get the white girls mixed up or something? I didn't know she was in this movie. Wow. Okay. All right. Now this makes a little more sense why she's defending it. I don't know why, but okay. I get it. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get back to this. She says here, if it wasn't for internet culture and everything being made into a joke, I think the reception would have been different. And that's what bums me out about a lot of stuff. Even stuff I've done is people just make such a joke of everything now. Never mind the fact that the writing was atrocious. Never mind the fact that the directing was terrible. Never mind the fact that they hired the same producers that made other bad movies. But you gonna blame internet culture? You gonna blame the people that made jokes? When was the last time the internet made jokes about a movie that was good in a bad way? I mean, you could still make jokes here and there, but I'm just saying, like, who was trashing a good movie? We don't like the internet. You can't go blaming the internet for your trash movie. You blame the trash movie. Do you think that if Morbius was good, people would be making fun of it and talking about it's Morbin time? Probably not. When was the last time we made fun of Winter Soldier? I have not seen any crazy memes or anything like that. Now, again, you could the internet's still gonna joke. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, I don't remember people tearing that down. I'm still shocked she was in this movie. But she said that the director did a good job, and she like, ma'am, I have to question everything you like now. Not that I'm checking for. The last thing I'm gonna look for is, what does Emma Roberts think? I don't care. But if you cannot be honest enough, when even your co-stars sat here and said this movie is not that great, and you gonna sit here and cap in front of all of it, listen, either you lying or you're delusional. It cannot be. I don't think it can be both. There's no way you can sit here and say that the final product of Madam Web was actually good. And that because of that, the internet is to blame for the reception. If the internet didn't exist, you don't think we'd still be clowning this movie? It just wouldn't be out for everybody to see. All right. What do y'all think about Emma Roberts' thoughts on Madam Web? Maybe you agree with her. Maybe you thought Madam Web was not that bad. Maybe you thought it was good. Do you think that internet culture is to blame? Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that it is possible for the internet to maybe pile on something and it might influence some opinions. I do get that. But let's not act as though that Madam Web did not bring it on itself. Okay? Let's not act like this is, I don't know, a Star Wars thing, and you have, of course, certain people that want to be trolls, and maybe the show is actually good. Like, that's not what's happening here. You had a trashy movie, and you had the internet that, let's just be honest, the internet is going internet. Okay? To expect anything else is just delusional. So anyway, I don't know. Maybe you guys agree with her. Maybe you don't. Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Poor man, what you got? A bad movie ain't a joke. Think refund. Yes. Facts. That's it. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. All right. D23 is coming up. I've told you guys about what is it? Comic-Con. Comic-Con is coming up. And I'll be honest with you, I did not want to go to Comic-Con this year for a couple of reasons. One of my main reasons of going anywhere, whether it's Comic-Con, D23, whatever, it's usually because there's something coming up that I'm really excited for. Excuse me. And I didn't want to go to Comic-Con this year because, for one, it was coming out after Deadpool comes out. So I'm like, well, it's not like you can surprise us with anything. And two, I did not know that Marvel was going to be returning. I didn't know. So Marvel has not been at Comic-Con for 5 years or something crazy like that. And I remember the last time Marvel was at Comic-Con, I believe, and this was the last time I had FOMO. The last time I was like, I want to be there. It was when Avengers was about to come out. And I don't know if y'all remember this. I think we talked about it. And there was a report. I need y'all to come on back with me. Come on back to around 2018, around that time when we were all thirsty for anything Avengers related, Infinity War. Remember that time? I remember reading the report about what was going to happen. And people were describing some of the footage that they seen. Now, again, don't use your hindsight. Go back in time to how you were 4 or 5 years ago when all you heard was, dang, Thanos just threw the moon at Tony Stark. Oh, I remember sitting there reading how did he throw a moon? When did he get so powerful? Did he, what, how, what, I want to be there. That's when I knew I wanted to go to Comic-Con. When I heard that and they were showing footage like that, and I was sitting there thirsty, can y'all drop that in the trailer? Y'all got some of that Infinity War footage? Just thirsty. And this was exclusive stuff. Usually they will show exclusive stuff at these things, right? D23 is similar. D23 will show different things, but it's a little bit more, right? It's not just Marvel related. It's Disney animation. It's all this other stuff. But I'd be lying to y'all if I said when I went to D23, if I wasn't looking for Marvel, I was looking for Marvel stuff. So D23 is coming up. I think it's in August. I would like to go. I don't know if I can go. I'm still waiting. We'll see. If I can go, I will definitely be reporting to y'all, probably to let y'all know what's going on. But we do have at least some idea here of what's going to happen at D23. Now, when it comes to Comic-Con, I believe a lot of the reports are saying that Marvel will show more of their movies at Comic-Con. But this is also one of the reasons I don't care. They're showing more footage of Captain America 4. Okay. You're showing more footage of, I don't know, Thunderbolts. All right. Now, if you show me some Blade stuff, cool. But that's not enough for me to like go fly out, get a ticket. That's not enough. But we do have at least a little something for D23 when it comes to Marvel Animation. And what was said here was that Marvel Animation will have their own panel at D23, and it'll showcase new details and first looks for Eyes of Wakanda, What If Season 3, X-Men 97 Season 2, and your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. All of these things I'm interested in to some degree. So I do think that that is pretty cool. But there was one other thing that was said here, and it was that about Eyes of Wakanda. It says, Eyes of Wakanda, this is coming from Brad Winderbaum, so he's like the second in command over there at Marvel. He says, Eyes of Wakanda, more than any other show we're doing in animation, ties directly into the MCU. If you're a fan of the movies, I think this show is going to be a real treat. Okay. I have been somewhat skeptical about Eyes of Wakanda. I think the last time we heard anything about it, it was going to be something about dealing with other people, other characters in Wakanda. Maybe that's other past Black Panthers. Maybe it's past Dora Milaje. We don't know. We don't know. So I'm curious to see what it will do, but the fact that at least we're getting confirmation that this is going to tie directly into the MCU. So I would assume that this is not going to be a show that's going to be like a alternate timeline. It's not going to be some other universe. This is going to be something that, for probably will inform us what happens on the sacred timeline. Okay, so the main MCU. So I'm looking forward to that. But you guys let me know, how are you feeling about this D23 lineup? Are you excited for Eyes of Wakanda, What If Season 3, X-Men 97 Season 2, or your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. And I think it'll be a good segue to go right into it since we're already here. But let's talk about X-Men 97. So X-Men 97, I would say, was probably one of the best revivals of an old school cartoon that we've had to date. Shout out to Bo DeMayo for creating and replicating this series to a point where it was just amazing, right? And I think that this was easily one of the better shows that Marvel has put together, animated or even live action. This was one of the better ones. And what I loved about X-Men 97 was the fact that it was able to grow up with us, right? The fact that it was able to mature with us and still have a dope storyline and all the characters, I thought was great. Now, as you guys know, there was a whole controversy about Bo DeMayo, who was the head writer, head showrunner, being fired. Nobody knows why Bo DeMayo was fired. Were there rumors? Yes. The rumor was he was hard to work with. Other people were saying it was his OnlyFans that maybe people weren't comfortable with at Disney. Don't know. But that mystery apparently is not going to be solved at any time soon. We just won't know. But what we did know was that Bo DeMayo wrote the first 2 seasons of X-Men 97. Now, one of the things that I've always tried to communicate when we did our weekly breakdown, for all the episodes, one of the things that I think was the strongest indication of a positive for X-Men 97 was the writing. I mean, there were so many dope lines and quotes that this show had people talking every week. Almost, except for that Jubilee episode, but almost every week we was talking about something Magneto said, some dope line from Storm. I mean, even Cyclops, give him the forecast. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, there was a lot of moments where we were feasting on fantastic writing. Milky Way Ghetto, the Pigeon Girl, the Pigeon Queen. Listen, we were feasting. This is why I be telling y'all, when you see good quality writing, don't sit here and make excuses when the writing is terrible, because we know what goodness is. When you can sit here and deliver us the themes of discrimination perfectly, when you can sit here and encapsulate the characters perfectly, when you can give us quotable lines that are either entertaining or very thought-provoking, writing matters. And because writing matters so much, we have an update. Because again, with Bo DeMayo being gone, the question is, who are you going to bring in now? And apparently we have a new writer for X-Men 97. And his name is Matthew Chauncey. So Matthew is being brought in to write the new seasons of X-Men 97. It says here, Matthew, who was involved with What If, has been tapped to write season 3 of Disney Plus's X-Men 97. Let's see, was there anything else? Nope, that's about it. So I don't know very much about Matthew. Now I have said in the past that one of the main things needed, in my opinion, to have someone write is you're going to need someone who really understands the characters, and I would say understands discrimination. Now, I'm sorry, I don't have the quote here. Let me see if I could. I don't know if I saved it, maybe. I don't know if I have it. I'm not even logged in. Hold on, because I remember I did ask Bo DeMayo. I asked Bo DeMayo specifically if you were to give another writer, advice, what would you tell that writer? Like, what exactly is needed to come in and write, let's say, the future seasons of X-Men, right? Whether it's a movie or whatever. Now we talked about this loosely when it came to Michael Leslie, who's writing the new X-Men movie. And we really don't know a lot about him, right? But one of the things, if I can remember, I have to paraphrase it because I don't have the quote. One of the things that Bo DeMayo had said was basically, you have to see yourself in these characters and basically, make sure that you replicate a lot of their drama, but with superpowers. Cool. This worked for Bo DeMayo because he's a gay black man. And as a black gay man, he knows discrimination from all different angles. He's been discriminated just because he's been black and because he's been gay. So he understands it. and he's a fan of the characters. You can tell by the way he wrote these characters. He wrote them like he really knew them and understood them. So the question now is, what's up with this guy? Now, do you have to be black to write X-Men? No. Do you have to be of the LGBTQ community to write, X-Men? No. But you do need to understand the themes behind the characters, because X-Men was conceived behind the entire premise of discrimination for sexual preferences, for race, for ethnicity, for gender. It was a big bowl of discrimination all over the place. So as long as you understand that, I feel like it makes you it puts you in a better position of perspective when it comes to when it comes to writing for this. Now, we have a little bit of information here. Wait a minute. There was something else that bothered me here. I'm sorry. I forgot the biggest point here. We have to go back to the report. It says season 2 of the revival, whose scripts have been reportedly revised, is in production. I'm not going to do the red flag, but this is a yellow flag. Flag on the play. There you go. I told y'all Bo DeMayo, before he got fired, they already had 2 scripts from him. One for season 1, one for season 2. What are you revising? Do you know what that just means to me? What it sounds like to me? It sounds like Bo DeMayo came into the kitchen, let the chicken defrost, seasoned it up, fried up a good old, fry that sucker up good for season 1, and we was feasting and eating real good. And Bo DeMayo took the other part of that chicken, seasoned it up real fine, but he got fired. So he couldn't fry it up and serve it. So somebody else, this guy, this Chauncey, had to come in, and it sounds like when you tell me he revised it, is he putting more seasoning on there? Or is he washing it off? Because it sounds like he about to wash it off. That's what my first inclination is when I read this. It sounds like you took all that chicken with all the peppers, herbs, and spices, and you just ran it under the faucet. So I feel like at this point, you're going to have, and I thought we were going to have to deal with this in season 3. I figured, hey, if y'all got the script for season 2, you should be okay. It shouldn't be bad, right? Because all they have to do is just animate it, but we could still get the essence of everything Bo gave us. And maybe in season 3, things would change. But you already changing up season 2? What was broken? What needed to be fixed? So now when season 2 comes out, I don't know about y'all, but I'm keeping a keen eye on how the writing and how the structure goes. I do not doubt that he can write action. I mean, this guy, let's see, hold on now, because we see he's written some stuff. Hold on. Here go. I think this is his Instagram here. Okay. Listen, he's done What If? He's done Ms. Marvel. He's doing Eyes of Wakanda. The hell? He's doing Eyes of Wakanda. Okay. And listen, I don't know, but okay. It looks like he might be part of the LGBT community. So maybe he knows a little something about discrimination. Did he do this? He did Star-Lord T'Challa. So if you liked Star-Lord T'Challa, that was him. That was him. Let me see. What else has he done? Hold on. So these are all the things that he's done in What If. He did the Star-Lord T'Challa. He did What Happens If the World Lost Mightiest Heroes. I don't remember that. He did the What If Zombies. Okay, Zombies was cool. He did that Killmonger episode. Killmonger with Tony Stark. He did What If Ultron won? He did the Nebula doing the Nova Corps. Peter Quill attacking Earth's mightiest heroes. I didn't care about that. He did Happy Hogan saving Christmas. Whack. Hela finding the 10 rings. Meh. Doctor Strange, if he intervened. Okay. And he did some episodes with Ms. Marvel. I remember when What If came out, and y'all know What If was basically the last time we were going to hear Chadwick Boseman's performances, right? Like that was the last thing that he did before he passed away. There's nothing about this episode, thinking about it now, that I really cared about. I mean, I liked the other stuff. Like I liked Ultron winning. I love the zombies, the Marvel Zombies one. I thought that was really good. Star-Lord T'Challa, The Killmonger episode when he basically rescued Tony Stark. I didn't really care too much about a lot of the season 2 stuff, the Happy Hogan, the Nebula, and so, and the fact that he's doing Eyes of Wakanda. I just need to see. I'm willing to give him a shot. I'm willing to give him a shot. I'm trying not to be so judgy, but I'm looking. I can tell a lot of stuff from people's Instagrams and their social media. And I'm tell you one thing. Let's just scroll real quick. Scrolling, seeing Happy Times, loves the dogs. Ms. Marvel loves the dogs. Got his, what if stuff. Clearly, he has a partner. Okay, loves the dogs. All right, likes the party, loves the dogs, loves his partner, loves the dogs. Dogs, partner, what if? Dogs, partner, what if? Let me just tell you one thing I have not seen. Y'all correct me if y'all see it. I ain't seen nothing black here. That's all. I'm just saying. I'm not seeing. I don't see no black friends. I don't even see a black dog. Just nothing. So forgive me for being a little skeptical. Just a little. If you're going to give a show, whether it's Eyes of Wakanda, whether it's X-Men, I'm just questioning how much of the black experience he's going to be able to tap into. Because I don't recall Star-Lord T'Challa being the blackety black type of episode that it could have been. I don't recall that. It wasn't a terrible episode. I'm just saying it wasn't. It wasn't Black Panther, you know. So anyway, I don't know, guys. How do you feel about Michael Chauncey being put up there as the new person for X-Men 97? Again, he's got a couple good things on his resume. It's not like he's a terrible writer. Do you think X-Men is going to be watered down? Do you think maybe they keep the same energy? Because why would you try to fix something that wasn't broke, before? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Kiki, I'm late. I was on a dinner date. Woo-wee! Y'all talk about Cap yet? Nah, not yet. But tell us more about this dinner date. I'm nosy. I'm sorry. I hope it went well. Did you go to the Cheesecake Factory? That's what I want to know. And if you did, what did you order? I'm hungry. But thank you so much, Kiki. Always appreciate you coming through. We got a couple more, and then we're gonna jump into some trailers. I got my review, and then we're gonna wrap up. So, Avengers 5. We have talked about Avengers 5 before and how this is going to be, in my opinion, one of those movies that might put Marvel back on track. Now, I do believe that Deadpool and Wolverine is going to be solid. I have question marks on Cap 4. We'll wait to see. I'll have to wait and see the trailer, so I'll reserve that. I don't know and don't have a lot of confidence in Thunderbolts, but it's sounding like Avengers 5 could have some big potential. It was supposed to be the dynasty of Kang dynasty, but the whole Jonathan Majors thing, who knows? Maybe they recast, maybe they don't. I don't know. But the question kind of loomed about who are you going to bring in to direct Avengers 5? Now, we've talked about the rumors about how Sam Raimi was going to come in. No, thank you. Not after Doctor Strange 2. We talked about how there was another rumor about how maybe it could be Sean Levy. So basically, after what he's doing with Deadpool and Wolverine, the rumors were that he was a front runner and Marvel really liked him. And, maybe, hey, why not just do that? Maybe. Originally, it was the Shang-Chi director, but he got busy doing 5 other things, so he dropped out. Now, before we go on to directors, now let's keep in mind Michael Waldron is still attached to this. He's the guy that gave you Loki, but he also gave you Doctor Strange 2. So can he do Avengers 5? I don't know. But the director is going to matter too. Now, I have said from the jump, if you tell me the Russo brothers come back and they're doing Avengers 5, hell, if they're doing Avengers 6, you have a $2.5 billion movie automatically. But their name has been tossed around, kind of, sort of. And we actually have a rumor about the Russos and Avengers. And apparently, the Russos have been in talks. They have been in talks with Marvel about Avengers 5. Now, let me be very clear. I still think from a marketing perspective, this would get people hyped up. If the Russos and their name is out there, because look at their track record. Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Infinity War, Endgame. They've only been involved with some of the movies that are easily in the top 10, maybe top 8 of best Marvel films. So if you don't think that putting their name up there is going to matter, I don't know what to tell you. And I'd have to question your business sense, because the Russo name has not been associated in a negative way when it comes to Marvel. It's just a good selling point. But The Russos have been tied, at least in this rumor, to Avengers 5. And it's not that great. According to Snyder, Jeff Snyder, one of those insiders, he's saying that Joe and Anthony Russo offered their services to direct Avengers 5, but Marvel turned them down. It says here that their newest movie called Electric State, which is coming through by Netflix, cost around $320 million after reshoots. Snyder is saying that it might actually be $370 million. Regardless, Electric State and its budget may have turned off Marvel execs into reteaming with the direct duo. Yikes. Yikes. So, if this rumor is true, Marvel had them. Matter of fact, the fact that he said that the Russos came to them, the Russos came to Marvel, because if y'all remember, the one movie back when Endgame was done and all of that stuff, remember the one movie, the Russos, that people were thinking, we was like, yo, after you done gave us Infinity War and Endgame, will you come back? And the one movie they said they come back for was Secret Wars. Now, Secret Wars supposedly is going to be Avengers 6. But you had the opportunity to get them for 5, whatever 5 is going to be, Kang Dynasty, whatever, and possibly for 6 too, because they're going to be shot very close together, according to the reports. But Marvel turned them down. Two things that come to mind. I think it is understandable that Marvel might be scared of the budgets. Because let's be honest, budgets, what they're really talking about is profit. Yes, Avengers 5 is going to make $2 billion straight up. Yes, if the Russos come back and all this hype is generated, it's possible it might make 2.5. It's possible, right? But if the production cost goes up, then the amount of profit that they're trying to get is not going to be recouped. Perfect example, look at the Fast and Furious movies. Yes, those movies was making $1 billion or 700 million, 800. That was fine. But they kept driving up the production costs. And every time they paid more actors and paid more money and all that stuff, the profit started to shrink. So I understand the idea that you want to keep production low. And if the other rumors are true about Avengers 5, they was talking about almost 60 characters coming back. Let's just speculate. If you're doing a time travel multiverse movie, it's very possible that you're going to have to pay a lot of actors, $1 million here, $2 million here. Listen, if Downey come back, that's a cool 10, 20 million right off the jump because it's an Avengers movie. And he going to eat your money off on the back end too because of his contract stipulation. That money can add up, and that's just for the actors. So if Avengers 5 is going to be a big carousel of a whole bunch of returning actors, that budget can go up even higher, and you bringing the Russos back, and I'm pretty sure bringing them back for another Avengers movie, they probably going to get paid even more. Marvel might be like, nah, we can't keep breaking that bank. And let's be honest, it's not impossible that they can go get somebody else. Go get a different director. You know, it could happen, right? Maybe. But the other thing that comes to mind, if Avengers 5 comes out, and if it is anything below amazing, you don't think we're going to be side-eyeing Marvel real hard? You don't think we're going to be looking at Marvel like, man, what the? And you had the Russos? And you turned it down for this? If Avengers 5 does not come out as a 9 out of 10 and above, I think people just going to, that faith that Marvel's trying to reestablish, you're going to lose some major footing. You're going to lose a lot of ground if Avengers 5 does not come out the gate, 2.5 million, and everybody just loves it. Because if we knew now that the Russos gave you a pitch, we all in the back of our minds, we're gonna be thinking like the Russos probably could have done it better. So anyway, what do you guys think about this rumor? What do you think about the fact that the Russos had a chance? They pitched, they made their pitch to Marvel, and they was like, nah, not gonna happen. Whatever you think, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. All right. Do we want to talk about that? Nah, we'll see. All right. Wraith, what you got? So they fire a black gay man and then hire a white man to write X-Men 97 and have him writing all the black episodes of What If and Eyes of Wakanda. This is classic systemic racism. Maybe. Like I said before, you do not have to be black to write X-Men. We also do not know why Bo DeMayo got fired. Bo might have gotten fired for other stuff. We don't know. While I will agree that it would probably be a better look to have someone black writing Black Panther, anything Wakanda related, it is not out of the realm of possibility that a white person can write about Black Panther. And I'll give you a classic example with the comic books. Jonathan Hickman. Some of the most amazing things that happen with T'Challa and Black Panther, Jonathan Hickman is able to write it. Jonathan Hickman is a middle-aged white guy. And he writes the mess out of some comic book stories, including Black Panther related stuff. So, you know, I'm not going to hold that against this guy yet. Now, again, Star-Lord, T'Challa, whatever, again, wasn't like blowing people away, but I'm gonna wait and see. Do I expect the Milky Way ghetto version of Bo DeMayo to be replicated? No, I do not. But we'll wait and see. So I can't call it systemic racism yet. But thank you so much. Kat, what you got? I wouldn't worry about the new writer for X-Men 97. We do have other black writers as well. We do. We just haven't seen them get those opportunities yet. And when they do, you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if that will be a change at all. Thank you so much for that. JN, I think the Russos are better working with Marvel because outside of the Gray Man, I haven't really been impressed with their content. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for them outside of Marvel. You know, so this is why I say, like, when you look at their track record based off of what they do, they have some of the best movies that most people would put in the top 10 of all of Marvel, all 33 something plus movies. They have the highest ranking for a lot of people. I mean, Winter Soldier is like top 3 for some folks. So, you know, ignoring that would be crazy. Just crazy. Didier, what you got? Maybe Avengers 5 will now be a world where Hulk and Russos and Hulk don't mix. They don't mix because the Russos And I want to say they even admitted this. They did not know what they were doing with Hulk. Heck, they barely knew what they were doing with Black Panther, with T'Challa. They so it is possible. I don't think we'll get World War Hulk yet. And my hope is that I hope Marvel doesn't do the thing that really annoys me, which is when they'll take a really good storyline and they'll put it just a little piece of it in a bigger movie, or like Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion should have been an entire phase. It should have been like phase 4, phase 5. What? A whole phase when we're guessing who's a Skrull, who's not a Skrull, and then a Super Skrull, and then the Super Skrulls versus like the Avengers. That should have been a whole phase. But to put that in a little 5-6 episode Disney Plus series that was trash, nah. I don't want them to do that with World War Hulk. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to do something with Hulk, that needs to be on the big screen. You need to build that up. Don't play with us. Because that's a storyline that could be a $2 billion movie. It has that potential. It has that potential. Hulk whooping everybody? Come on. Anyway. Let's do this real fast. Kevin Feige, he's been out there feeling himself. He's feeling real good because as the president of Marvel Studios, he's getting ready with Deadpool and Wolverine. And I think that it's safe to say that they're feeling pretty good about Deadpool and Wolverine. So one thing, and again, I feel like we should give credit when it's due, and we're gonna give criticism where it's due, right? Like we're gonna keep it 100 here, right? Y'all already know I've given Kevin Feige the flack when he deserves the flack, but I've given him some props when he deserves some props. So I think one thing here in this article is he talks about Hugh Jackman's return. Now, I've had criticism about him when it comes to Hugh Jackman because he was of the mindset that Hugh Jackman should just not have come back. He was like, no, after Logan, it was a perfect ending. He should never come back. I disagreed with that heavy because I'm like, bro, you're in the story. You're in the business of storytelling with fiction. You literally run a whole comic books, all of Marvel. He runs all of Marvel comics too. People come back all the time. It doesn't undo what happened. You just keep on going. So I've disagreed with him on that all the way. But I do want to give him some props here. Just some little props. When it comes to Deadpool and Wolverine, this was Sean Levy, the director, said this. When we told Kevin that Hugh Jackman was in, the first thing I remember him saying was, okay, but he's finally wearing the yellow suit. And they were like, oh, yes. Now, Feige, he remembered a time when studio execs wouldn't allow A-listers to go near something as bright and silly as fluorescent spandex. And he said here, Hugh Jackman, having never appeared in the character's most iconic suit, is like being Superman in 10 movies and never wearing the Superman costume. It's a testament to Wolverine that it didn't necessarily matter. The character is more than the costume. And he goes on to say, when I realized Hugh was in, I went from studio mode to, you got to get in the yellow outfit, right? So I guess we can go ahead and say it was up to Kevin Feige and he pushed for this yellow, outfit or whatever, the yellow and blue. So kudos on him for that, because to me, that was always something that we've been wanting to see, Wolverine in the classic yellow and blue. And that happened. So good for him. All right. Now he does have a couple more thoughts here, and I thought I'd share them in this interview. It says here, this might be the first R-rated movie for Marvel fans. How young is too young to see this movie? He says that comes down to parental guidance. It may seem strange to say, but it is an immensely wholesome movie with a lot of bad words and gore. So this was actually something that a friend of mine actually asked me too, because again, I'm doing my Deadpool and Wolverine watch party. And one of the things that somebody asked me was like, yo, can I bring my 11-year-old? And I'm like, I mean, I'm not bringing my 10-year-old, now I'm bringing my 16-year-old daughter. Yeah, I'm bringing her, but I'm not bringing my 10-year-old to watch no Deadpool movie. Um, Deadpool is 100% rated R. Now, you can definitely expect foul language, and you can definitely expect a lot of gore. Listen, you got Wolverine with them claws in a rated R movie. Somebody finna get shanked. Okay? Someone's getting shanked. Arms are getting dismemberment will happen. Okay, somebody getting their head cut off, arms, fingers, legs. I think Deadpool got his leg chopped off in the last, movie. Is that what you want your 11, 10, 12-year-old to watch? Listen, that's on y'all. Y'all can parent how you want to parent. My kids ain't watching that. But, so I do like the fact that, he was at least able to talk about that. It is going to be rated R. Now, they also said here the filmmaking team chose to shoot practical locations and which exposed the production to paparazzi. Now, in case you guys did not know, we've seen a whole lot of Deadpool and Wolverine set footage leaked over time. And the question is like, yo, was it worth it? Was it worth shooting on a practical location knowing paparazzi was going to be there versus keeping things a secret? And he said here, we were in a lot of secure locations and places that were far away from prying eyes. He also said we didn't want this to be a green screen box for all of the locations. But he did say here, with the exception of drones, it was a new experience for me to have paparazzi drones flying all over the set. Yo, I didn't even know the paparazzi were doing drones now. And I'm a person that does not like leaks. I don't like leaks when they spoil the movie. I don't mind if it's like, oh, here's Superman on set. Oh, here's Wolverine on set. Okay, I know they're gonna be in the movie. That's fine. I don't mind that. I just don't like it when they have leaks and it's like, hey, Wanda kills Professor X. Don't do that. I don't want to see leaks like that. Or if it's a special guest cameo, and by the way, I ain't gonna name no names, but I've said this on my Facebook. I'm gonna tell y'all that. Do not send me anything rumor related to Deadpool and Wolverine that might spoil the movie. Please don't. Do not ask me, hey, E-Man, did you know Superman was gonna show up in Deadpool? Do not even send me that message because I don't want to know. Y'all see, if I talk about a rumor, usually it'll be something that I do not believe will be a spoiler. But listen, I don't want to know. The movie is 2 weeks away. I have muted all the words. I've muted all the stuff. So I don't go looking for this stuff. But I cannot help if y'all come out and DM me stuff. Please don't. Please don't. If it's something I'm comfortable talking about, this is why we have a live. This is why we chat. But please don't. Hey, E-Man, did you know that this was happening? Did you know this is going to be a guest star? I don't want to know. I really don't. Not, especially not this close. I already had a couple things spoiled and I don't like it. Anyway, it's wild out here that these drones are doing all this stuff. So I just hope that moving forward, Marvel, Kevin Feige, I hope that they become smarter about that. I hope that they end up, figuring out a better way to hide certain things. Because yeah, practical shots are cool, but for certain things, like the secrets matter more. And I do believe that Deadpool and the secrets, the cameos, stuff, I think that is going to be the backbone of this movie more so than anything. So hopefully they kept enough stuff under wraps. but we'll end up seeing. We'll see. Anyway, guys, what do you think about Kevin Feige and his thoughts on Deadpool? What do you think about him making sure that we got the yellow and blue costume? And the whole like shooting practical versus CGI, whatever you think, let me know in the comments down below. I want to say real quick, shout out to my man Mo for, oh my gosh, hold on, wait a minute, brother. What? My man sent $100 on Cash App. Please watch my adventures with Superman. Say less. Say less. I was gonna watch Supercell, but y'all, I have to go watch my adventures with Superman now. Thank you, brother, for that. I'm gonna send some love right back to you. Thank you so much. Just bought my time. Like, made that easy. Like, yo, I was gonna go watch Supercell. I was gonna watch Evil. I guess I'm watching Superman now. Let's do it. Thank you, brother. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. All right. And I'll be back and let y'all know what I think about it as well. All right. I was watching it. Okay, I'll be tired. I watched the first episode. It was okay. It just wasn't enough to grab me. This is. I will now, but sometimes you need a little push. Listen, when a light bill get paid, you get pushed. Okay? So, yes, that's what I'm doing. All right, let's move on. We got a couple topics left, and then we still got to I got to review Longlegs for you guys. We're going to react to Gladiator, Captain America, and yeah, we'll do that. So we're almost done. All right, so we just got done talking about this. But what about the future of Wolverine? So with Deadpool and Wolverine, there's been some talk that Hugh Jackman might come back, that this might not be a one and done, right? And I think that that's kind of a given, right? Based off of the trailer, this is a Wolverine coming from a different universe. This is not Logan. It's clearly not the Wolverine from the Fox universe. Like, this is a different Wolverine, right? And the fact that you have Hugh Jackman back is huge. That in itself was exciting. That in itself was something that I knew as a fan blew me away. Never thought he was going to come back. So happy that he was. That was probably the best news we ever got in comic book, just movie history. But the question is, like, how long will he be here? And I think it was Forbes that ended up writing this piece. And I don't know if this is rumors. I don't know if this is just what they're thinking. But according to them, it's saying it's becoming clear Hugh Jackman will stay as the MCU's Wolverine. So it says here, Hugh Jackman is almost certainly not going to be replaced. And it seems likely that in addition to leading Fox's X-Men, he's going to stay around for the MCU's as well, for the MCU X-Men. And it says here that it would feel weird to have a new Wolverine for the first time in 25 years. So let me go ahead and talk about, actually, let me read this other part too. It says, but bringing Jackman in for Deadpool and Wolverine, and rumor has it, the Avengers film at the end of the multiverse saga would make replacing him shortly after even more unlikely and unwelcome. All right. Should Hugh Jackman stay on as Wolverine after Secret Wars? So, for those of you that don't know, we're in the multiverse saga, which means we're going to have a lot of variations, a lot of what if type of stuff happening. That's why Hugh Jackman makes sense to come back now as Wolverine. One of the biggest reasons Hugh Jackman did not want to come back was because he didn't want to undo what happened in Logan. Same thing with Kevin Feige. He said the same thing. I don't want to undo that. But because of the multiverse, it's fine. And we got a different Wolverine. If you sit here and tell me that Hugh Jackman is coming back for Avengers 5, I'm fine with that. Because if we're sitting here looking at the potential premise of Deadpool, it looks like he might be part of, I don't know, maybe they're gathering their own Avengers or something, a multiverse Avengers. Maybe Deadpool is recruiting people to go fight against Kang. Maybe. And if that's the case, that's okay. If you want to have Hugh Jackman still be in Avengers 5, I would argue it's okay if you still want to have him in Avengers 6 and be in Secret Wars. But what I'm not okay with is having Hugh Jackman continue even after that. Because supposedly this X-Men reboot, it might be coming in after Secret Wars. Maybe. If you're dragging Hugh Jackman into this new era of the official MCU X-Men, I feel like it would be the same thing, and some of y'all don't jump on me for this. It feels like when James Gunn wants to come in and start a whole new DCU and says, oh no, Henry Cavill, come on in. Now, I know y'all love y'all Henry Cavill. I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I do. But if you're going to tell me you're going to start something brand new, then start brand new. If you're going to tell me, hey, we got multiverses and all that stuff, that's fine. My brain can juggle the fact that Hugh Jackman's in that and that, whatever. That's fine. But what are we doing? Wolverine, the character, is one of the most popular fictional characters, right up there with Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, Hulk. He's what I like to call an underwear superhero. You know, when you go to the school, you know, to the store, and you see the little kid underwear and stuff, they be little superheroes on there. That's Wolverine. But the problem is the fact that, as the article says, it would be weird after 25 years of having Hugh Jackman. And my thing is this. So, yes, it'll be weird. Yes, it'll be different seeing someone else play the role. It's also called movies, ain't it? It's called entertainment, is it not? Like, actors get recast every day. And again, it's barely even considered a recast because the foundation of the storytelling sets up the perfect opportunity to recast and get a different Wolverine. If you're sitting here playing with multiverse drama and multiverse back and forth and stuff like that, this is the time to actually get a new Wolverine. Because what would really be weird is if we get past the multiverse saga, let's say we defeat Kang and ain't no more time travel, we're done, and we start off with a whole new X-Men team, and let's just say, God forbid, Hugh Jackman is tired or he just don't want to do it no more. I don't know. You don't think it's going to be even more weird trying to replace him after 28 years, 30 years, 40 years? It's going to be even more weird. Because keep in mind, Wolverine is a character that he's supposed to be immortal, kind of. He ages slowly. Now, Hugh Jackman is in great shape for a man that's in his 50s. Do we really expect this man to keep doing this forever? I don't. I really don't. And I like Hugh Jackman. I think he is a fantastic actor. I think this dude did an amazing job with Wolverine. It's okay if he steps down. We will be all right. Let us not act as though that it can only be one. Speaking of which, Ryan Reynolds had this to say. There's only been one Wolverine. The reason is no one can do it except him. I certainly think other people could play Wolverine, but again, this is not a situation where that makes sense. He's right and wrong. In this situation, Deadpool and Wolverine, of course you want Hugh Jackman. Of course it would not make sense to get a new person to play Wolverine now, because we literally saw, even though some of us who haven't seen Deadpool 1 and 2 don't know this running joke, but it's already been established that the Hugh Jackman Wolverine makes sense for this Deadpool. We get that. But nobody else can play. Nobody else? Nobody else? Nobody else? Imagine how silly that sounds. Nobody else can play James Bond except for Sean Connery. Nobody else can be Batman except for Adam West. Nobody else can play Joker except for, Heath Ledger. I mean, nobody. We done had 3 Spider-Man up there. Nobody else? That literally proves you wrong. So, once again, let's let Hugh Jackman cook. I'm fine with him doing Avengers 5, Avengers 6. After that, sir, it's time to go. Thank you for your service. Appreciate you. Much love all day, every day. And listen, I don't know if 10 years from now, somebody wants to do an old man Logan from another universe reboot. Okay, whatever. But in the meantime, sir, you've done a hell of a job. 25 years, you could relax. You could relax. So I totally disagree with this. Mainly because here's the other thing. Ain't no studio dumb enough. Even Marvel. I'm sorry. Marvel not even gonna be dumb enough to leave all this money on the table. You mean to tell me that you're not gonna recast Wolverine and milk out another 10, 20 years from another younger actor? Are you kidding me? Just what? I mean, anyway. What do y'all think about this idea that Hugh Jackman will stay on beyond the Avengers movies? Maybe you like the idea that he will be there in the new X-Men. He does have the star power. My fear is that they don't do what Fox did and make him the central figure, because Wolverine has never really been the central figure. Like, Fox milked that, but that was a Hollywood thing. But as we saw in X-Men 97, Wolverine works very well as the background character he always was meant to be. He was part of a team. He was not the main guy. Or do you think Hugh Jackman got to go? Do you think, and that's no shade, that's no diss to him. Do you think it's time for a new Wolverine? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Devin, what you got? I don't want nothing, just showing support. Replay gang. Oh man, E gang. Thank you so much, Devin. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to the replay gang. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. JN, what you got? Hugh is going through a divorce. He needs the paper. Damn. Yeah, I forgot he is getting that divorce. Listen, let the man get paid. Let him get paid. Like I said, he can go ahead, do them 3, 4, little Avengers movies or whatever. He gonna be fine. He will be fine. But it's time for another one. We need somebody else, Okay, I got it. All right, now let's see. Do we want the review or trailers? You know what? I'll do the review. Let me do this. Longlegs. So Longlegs is a new movie from Neon. And before we get started, I will just say this. Like, I was very surprised that Neon they didn't want to give us no screeners, nothing. And I was just like, are y'all afraid of this movie? Is it not good? But I kept hearing all this positive talk about Longlegs. People are like, oh my gosh, it's the new Silence of the Lambs. I'm like, hey, slow down. trying to call Longlegs the new Silence of the, like, slow down. That's a classic. Okay. And people are hyping it up. And I just found out that Nicolas Cage was in this. And I was like, oh, snaps. Nick Cage. Okay. Like, we'll see. But he's not the main character, right? So I decided to go ahead and go watch this because I wanted to see if it lives up to the hype. The trailers looked interesting. I didn't really understand what was going on. I didn't really get it. So let me just kind of give you a quick, at least a quick intro about it. So Longlegs is about it's a pursuit of a serial killer with this FBI agent. She uncovers a series of occult clues that she must solve to end basically his killing spree. Okay. So when it comes to the good stuff, right? I hope I don't say this actress's name wrong, but the main girl, Micah Monroe. I thought she gave a pretty good performance. I thought she did really, really solid in terms of, showing the craziness of this case and how the case was like consuming her and all of that. I thought she did a very, very good job just performance wise. And by the way, Blair Underwood is also in this. I thought my man did a solid job as well as the other FBI agent. He's in a more supporting role, but he does a very good job. But when I tell you this, when it comes to performances, Nick Cage, and yes, that's what you gonna see. Nick Cage probably gave his best performance that I have ever seen him give. Let me say this very carefully. Nick Cage, usually when you see him in movies, and he's a talented actor, sometimes it feels like he be pushing it. Sometimes he's like, what's the script? We're talking about puppies. All right, cool. I'm going to be crazy for no real reason. Like, it feels like he just got to find the time or a place to be crazy, even if it don't even need it. But in this movie, oh, he did it. Oh, he did. I mean, look at his face. Look at his face. Oh, he nails it here. And again, this might be, I hate to use this example, but it's the best example I can give you. Nick Cage's performance here is probably his best audition to be the Joker. If James Gunn is looking for a Joker for his DCU, Nick Cage just made a hell of a case to play the Joker. Because the character he plays here, you don't want to be in the same room with this guy. He's that creepy. He's that weird. He's that terrifying. This is not somebody you want to be next to. That's how much Nick Cage poured himself into this role. He did a fantastic job, an amazing job. Beyond that, because clearly Nick Cage stole the show. Clearly. I will say that I really enjoyed the direction when it came to the story. It was a really good blend of like different things in the storytelling where you're getting more about the characters, you're learning more about the case and the serial killings and all that. I thought the director here did a very good job with that. I think what really started to impress me was the cinematography that was used. I thought it was fantastic. There are a lot of different shots that are long and slow, and some of the ways that the camera pans and the way it zooms in, it adds this creepy factor to this movie. It's almost to the point where the main character's here, but you sitting here looking behind them in the background, and listen, maybe you looking at a shadow And it might make you look twice. Be like, wait, what was that? Wait, did something happen? Oh, is my mind playing tricks on me? That's how good the cinematography was. Because you gonna sit there thinking to yourself, yo, was what I saw real or was it not real? I don't know. So shout out to the cinematography and the storytelling. And by the way, I really enjoyed the ending of this. I thought the ending was really solid. So the storytelling was good, writing was solid, performances good, and cinematography. Now for the bad. The only thing I would probably say that was probably bad about this was I didn't really like what they did with her character, right? The main girl's character. It was a little odd because I couldn't tell if she was on the spectrum. I didn't know if she was just traumatized. She just felt weird because sometimes, she would have these social issues and I'm like, okay, do you just not like people or, and then she would like be cool around people. And I'm like, it was sending mixed messages. And because of that, it kind of made it hard for me to connect with her at times. And this is the main character because I couldn't figure things out about her, even though we do learn more about her past. So as we're learning more about her past, I'm sitting here like, but why are you the way that you are? Like it doesn't add up. So anyway, when it comes to the reason, let's, overall, Longlegs, I would say, was a really good blend of thriller and horror, and it does do a very good job of giving you that ride for a psychological thriller, right? I do agree that this is probably our generation's version of Silence of the Lambs. Now, I'm not saying that because of quality. I'm not saying that this movie is going to turn out to end up becoming a classic the same way Silence of the Lambs was. It might be a cult classic, maybe, but I say that more so because you don't see a lot of Silence of the Lamb type of movies be made. So because this is the closest that we'll get, this is why it's getting the comparison. So I get that. If I had to give a comparison, I would say that it is like Silence of the Lamb because you have the whole serial killer detective dynamic. I would also say that it's like Seven, Brad Pitt. I'd say it's kind of like Seven. And I'm hesitant to tell you the third movie it's like because it would probably be more of a spoiler. So I'm going to give you a third movie, but it's not 100% like this movie because I don't want to spoil it for you. So I would say it's like if you mixed Silence of the Lamb, Seven, and The Conjuring, right? Again, The Conjuring is a huge leap, huge leap. But the reason why I bring The Conjuring into this is because this movie had a pinch of horror. And what made this thing so compelling was the fact that maybe it was real, maybe it wasn't. So when it comes to the rating for Longlegs, I think I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10. I had extremely low expectations for this movie. Again, the red flags were there. No screening, little to no press. That's usually a red flag from a lot of studios that like, nah, we don't have faith in this movie. But I like this. Now, I know some of y'all some scary cats. I get it. I don't think that this is going to be a movie that is like going to give you nightmares, but this is why I said it's kind of like Seven, it's because it's like it's 90% thriller, 90%. And the 10% that might be considered horror, it's questionable because they blur the lines. You don't know if supernatural stuff is happening or if it's up for interpretation. So, will this give you nightmares? It depends on you. It depends on you. I can't say because I know some of y'all scary. I know. It's not giving me nightmares. It's not as scary to me as The Conjuring. Is there a movie I could say? Have you ever okay? Have you ever watched The Witch? If you've watched The Witch, it might be that level of horror, maybe. I don't know what other horror because to me it's not the scariest thing, but it is creepy. It does have a creepy, eerie sense to it. Listen, I saw this movie at 11 o'clock in the morning today. All right. So I'm fine. Would I have watched this at night? Probably not. But I did watch it at 11 o'clock at the matinee. And it helped. Do with that what you will. Anyway, do you plan on watching Longlegs? If and when you do, come on back to this video and let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. All right. Shogun, what you got? I think they need a new Wolverine, but they're maybe not too sure the next one can be as good as Jackman. I think that's always going to be a concern. You never know if the next one is going to be good or not. But guess what? You'll never know if you never try. And here's the thing, as we've talked about with recasting multiple times, it does not matter if the next one is not good. It doesn't. That's the power of recasting. You go and you find somebody else. You go and see, hey, did this work? If it didn't, oh well, try again. Nobody is going to care if the next Wolverine sucks and Marvel said, you know what? We're going to get us another Wolverine after that. Why? Because we're not coming for the actor. We're coming for the character. Let's keep in mind, they barely even wanted to hire Hugh Jackman. He didn't even think he was going to get the role. He just did an interview talking about like, man, I did my thing. And then, I didn't think I was going to get a call back. Kevin Feige, he drove me to a steak place. We ate a steak and then he drove me to the airport. I didn't think I'd ever come back. So that fear cannot be something that prevents any studio from trying new things. I would rather we go through 5 bad Wolverines and until we find the 6th Wolverine that's better than Hugh Jackman, because we don't know. We do not know. And sitting here living in fear that out of the billions of people on this planet, nobody can be better than Hugh Jackman from now in the next 10, 20, 30 years. Nobody. So I hope they don't share that fear. I hope that is not the case because it would be stupid. It would just be ridiculous. I mean, you can get Carl Urban right now. Billy Butcher from The Boys. He can step in and he might be a better Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is no slouch. I'm just saying, Carl Urban could be a better Wolverine. He might. So I don't know. We'll see. Natalie, what you got? Congress and these presidential candidates must pass the torch. Get y'all old butts out of here. Yes, all of them. Listen, all of them. Everybody. New terms. Yes, I'm with you on that. All right, guys, this is the point where we are going to watch a couple of trailers. So let us get ready for that. All right, so I've got a couple trailers here. We got 3 trailers that we will go through. First one, oh, and by the way, let me just say this. If for whatever reason, if you're watching on the replay And if the live chat is not seen, if you're not seeing it, it's probably because a copyright happened and I had to trim out the trailer reaction. Unfortunately, when YouTube, like I test these first, right? Like I will upload, matter of fact, let me double check before they turn off the whole live now. What I do is I upload these videos to YouTube to make sure that they don't fail. I don't get no copyright strikes, nothing. So if I don't get a copyright strike, then I go ahead and play the trailer and watch it with y'all. So far, I've played these, I've uploaded them. YouTube has said they're fine. So I'm going to go with that. But if in case you don't see this, because I had to trim it out. So just giving you a heads up. All right. So the first thing that happened over the weekend was Agatha All Along. So Agatha All Along, they finally dropped their trailer. In case you did not know, this is going to be a Disney Plus series that is coming right off of the heels of WandaVision, which in my opinion is probably still the second, maybe third best MCU TV show out to date. And if you recall, at the end of WandaVision, Wanda defeats Agatha, and she puts her under a spell, in that town that she created, in that town in Jersey or whatever. However, Wanda's gone, right? We know that Wanda's gone after what happened in Doctor Strange. So the theory was always, well, if Wanda's gone, maybe the curse is broken. So we see here that there's a trailer, assuming that is what's going to happen anyway. So let's go ahead and play this. I saw some mixed reactions to this online, so I'm not really sure if this is good, bad, or whatever, but we'll see. So let's check it out.
Another beautiful day.
Surprised to see you out here, Detective. Jane Doe, found her down here by the water.
Cause?
Blunt force trauma.
What happened to you?
Is that Wanda?
I have a lead in the case.
The dirty fingers.
But can't shake this feeling I'm seeing it wrong.
Oh, maybe that was.
Is this really how you see yourself? That witch is gone, leaving you trapped in her distorted spell.
Okay,
Claw your way out.
Okay. That's black and white.
I miss the glory days. She took every bit of power I had, but I can beat that witch again.
Oh, hold on now.
The gang's all here. Let's hit the road.
They getting scary with it?
I'm gonna walk the witch's road. The road is a death wish.
Whoa.
Join me. What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven? Not looking for right-minded witches, as it happens.
Sweetheart, you okay?
Oh my God! Whoa! What's she doing? Where's she going?
Oh, okay. All right. Listen, I was not expecting that level of horror. I'm sorry for the scary cat. I didn't watch this before. I did not know. Okay. Listen, from what I understand, the same what's her name? Jack Schaefer, the same writer for WandaVision is also writing this. So I do believe that the the writing in WandaVision was a good thing. So I'm interested. I'm interested. I like the horror aspect. I didn't think Disney would have the guts to be putting up like poltergeist, body contortion, scary ghoul. Like this looks a little. Now, the only thing I'm hoping they do not do, I'm hoping they don't show you something scary and then all of a sudden put some comedy in there. Nah, like listen, if you follow me long enough, I hate horror comedy because to me it's like oil and water. They do not mix. You cannot scare me and make me laugh. You're either going to do one or the other. Because the second you put comedy in there, all that scares just it goes away. So I hope they don't. I hope if you're going to be scary, just be scary. Just do it. Anyway, I'm more interested in like what the story is. Now, by the way, was that Wiccan, the guy in there? I don't know if that was I saw some people online saying that was Wiccan, but y'all know Wiccan was like Wanda's kid, but Wanda's kid was magic and gone. So I don't know if that's him or not. I don't know. But I'll give it a shot. You know, I'll give it a shot. I'd like to know what's the actual story. Like, what does Agatha even want to do? Like, what is she doing? But anyway, whatever you got, I don't know. You guys let me know. What did you think about the Agatha All Along trailer? I thought it was okay. I am interested in seeing where they go with it. And we'll see. I just hope this is not some here's 30 minutes and we wait a whole week and it's not. Listen, y'all better come with some fire. Because all that nonsense that y'all was doing with them Disney Plus shows, it ain't been working, you know, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, y'all saying Billy Kaplan? Billy, okay, maybe it's working. Okay, all right, cool. All right. T-Mac, what you got? It wasn't Agatha all along, it was Wanda. So why are we getting this? They gave us Echo and this nonsense and not Blade. Well, to be fair, it's two different departments. One is television and one is movies. But yeah, I mean, you know, yeah, that's what's happening. Yes, this is what we're getting. Ain't no excuses here. You know, listen, we're getting a whole bunch of other things before we get Blade. That is what's happening. So listen, production issues happen. I made plenty of videos explaining it. It is what it is, you know. Sim, what you got? Hey, man, it's my oldest son Joshua's 13th birthday. Hey, happy birthday to Joshua, y'all. This live is the kickoff for a fun weekend with an all-day anime slumber party. Yo, I'm already jealous. Thanks for a show that mom and sons can enjoy together. You are very, very welcome. I hope y'all did not see our earlier discussion about a certain reality show. But that is super cool that you're having an anime slumber party. Congratulations on having a cool mom for even throwing that. Oh man, who would I even dress up as? I gotta go Dragon Ball. I probably dress up. You gotta have, I mean, somebody gotta go Super Saiyan. Somebody got to go Super Saiyan. Listen, don't nobody be Frieza. Okay, I don't want y'all getting kicked out of the party. And nobody be Frieza. But man, that's really cool. Man, I'm jealous. I ain't never had no anime birthday party. I'm gonna ask my wife. My birthday coming up. I want to ask my wife. Can I have an anime slumber party? That'd be great. I'm gonna have her dress up as Sailor Moon. Yes. Anyway, sorry. Kids show. Sorry. Kid. Congratulations. Happy birthday, young man. I hope you have a fantastic time. Fantastic. All right, what else? We got another trailer. What's the other trailer? I have it. Gladiator. All right, so we have Gladiator 2 coming up. So this is a direct sequel to Ridley Scott's Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe. And I will be very honest. I was not checking for this movie. I mean, seriously, this was not a movie that I was like, oh man, when are we gonna get a sequel to Gladiator? I like when I heard it was reported, I'm like, why? What are we doing? But as the rumors started coming in, as the news came in, we found out you got Pedro Pascal, Ridley Scott directing it again. And then we found out Denzel Washington was going to be in the movie. And I said, okay, wait a minute now. You have my attention. And I believe it says something like Denzel wants to overthrow Rome. And I'm like, wow, you about to have a black man in power try and overtake the white power structure? Wait a minute. You have my attention. And then this trailer came out. And I've only seen some of the images and stuff. So I'm eager to see what happens in this. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. I've been very, very excited to watch it. I had to hold out. You already see, look at Denzel. Just already. I cannot wait. So let's go ahead, watch Gladiator 2. And I want to see what all the hype's all about. Hey. That looked pretty good. Okay. Where do I even start? For one, when it comes to like Russell Crowe, the only thing I remember from the old Gladiator movie is are you not entertained? Is this not what you came for? That's the only thing. I don't remember Maximus. I don't remember the plot. I don't remember nothing. So the fact that they are showing these little flashbacks, I don't care. None of it is bringing emotions back. None of it. This could have been a completely new Gladiator story, and I would have been fine with it. It is not beyond me to notice that Denzel is having the most fun in this movie. My man is having so much fun, he don't even need an accent. Bro, how are you in Rome and you got your New York accent? Are you kidding me? And he don't even care. Listen, this guy is a trained actor, okay? He just did Macbeth. And he ain't even want to do an accent for this. But the crazy thing is, does it matter? I don't think so. I don't even think so. He's got to be maybe him and Morgan Freeman. They're the only ones that can just come in and just talk. Just talk. I don't care what time it is. I don't care what year it is. Just talk. Listen. I feel like Denzel gonna come in this movie. You already saw that classic laugh, right? My man gonna do a couple of things that you know Denzel gonna do. He gonna have that laugh, you know. He gonna have that laugh. He definitely gonna guarantee something. Listen, Denzel's gonna guarantee something in this. Make sure you listen for it. And he gonna leave here with something. I don't know what it is, but Denzel gonna leave there with something. He ain't gonna leave Rome empty-handed. He gonna leave there with something. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait. He's not even the main character. And he is selling me on this movie by himself. By the way, it was shot nicely. The fights, Paul Mescal, whatever. The Pedro looks good. I'm coming to see Denzel take over Rome. That's all. I'm coming. That's it. That's all. Whew, I can't wait. This was a solid trailer. Definitely enjoyed it. Cannot wait. I don't even care if he is the bad guy. So sounds like give this man supporting Oscar right now. If he's the bad guy, give him the supporting Oscar right now. Right now. I will say though, shout out to Joseph Quinn. Joseph Quinn, where is he? He was that weird looking emperor person with the red hair or whatever. Yeah, not him. Yeah, there he is. Hold on. Not that one. Him. He is doing a really good job of getting diverse roles. Remember, this is Eddie from Stranger Things. This is the guy that was just in A Quiet Place. This is the guy that's also going to be your new Johnny Storm. I am really impressed with the fact that he's getting these different roles where he could just disappear. He's showing y'all his range right now. So listen, kudos to him and his agent. Kudos to him because he is doing a really good job. Anyway, what did y'all think about the Gladiator 2 trailer? Was there anything that, I don't know, maybe we didn't talk about that we missed? Anything that you really like? Anything? Are you excited for this? Will you be watching? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Whew, I'm wondering if this is watch party material. I don't know. Shogun, what you got? Does them using that modern music in Gladiator mean they're unsure that the movie won't appeal to younger audiences? It is a bit cringe to me, but rest of the trailer looks good though. Who was playing? What was it? Was it Jay-Z? Let me see. I think it was Jay-Z, right?
General Acacius. Armies. I was owned. Now I will control an empire.
I know that's playing off the Jay-Z and Kanye. But I mean, they did the same thing with like American Gangster, right? With Denzel. So I don't know. Maybe Denzel and Jay-Z, New York connection. Maybe it's that. I would say that it doesn't hurt. You know, I mean, the music wasn't exactly something that was drawing me, but I don't know. Maybe it was a play to get younger audiences. Maybe. I don't know. Excuse me. Honestly, I don't think they needed it because the trailer looks good enough that this looks like something that you would watch in the theaters. Like, this ain't something I'd watch on my phone, you know? So, I don't know. Good question, though. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Tyra, what you got? I knew I was really a grown woman when I started finding present day Denzel fine AF. My mom and aunts weren't lying. That poster is fire. Oh Lord. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let you cook with that. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. L, what you got? Roman Denzelius. I love that. I love it. Thank you so much for that. JN, Denzel, Julius Caesar ain't got ish on me. He's got to get something. Give us something. Love it. All right. Thanks, guys, for that. All right. Here we go. This is it. Just fresh off the Marvel presses, we have the new trailer for the long-awaited Captain America Brave New World. Y'all movie. Let's put it up here. Let's get it up here. Something that you guys have been waiting for a long time. This is starring Anthony Mackie as Sam Wilson, who is now the new Captain America. As we have talked about multiple times on this channel, Captain America has been plagued with a lot of red flags. 1 minute, you know, they got wrestlers, Seth Rollins and all these other people in there. Then they cut them out. Then supposedly there was bad screenings and, you know, Marvel went back to the drawing board. Now, the one thing that I have never heard of was reshoots are normal. Okay, we know that. But I had never heard about the rumor about the reshoots being so big and the action sequences being so lackluster that they had to bring in a new writer just to do the reshoots. See, now again, a reshoot might be something like, oh, you know what? The audience didn't understand this scene. Let's reshoot it maybe with 1 or 2 lines to help make something clear. Or, you know what? We didn't have everybody on set for this, so let's just shoot this action scene just one more time. You know, something like that, different angle. But to reshoot an entire action, multiple big sequences, and you need another writer, red flags. That was a lot of red flags. So anyway, maybe they've got this all together. Now, I have not seen this yet. So I've seen the little thumbnails that people throwing out there. Okay, whatever. But a lot of this, from what I've seen, seems to match up with all the little rumors that we've heard about anyway. But I do kind of want to see what are we getting from this trailer. So, man, I'm hoping for the best. And let me put that out there right now. I am hoping for the best. But let's give it a shot.
Wilson. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for the invite, sir. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election. You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage a situation, then what happens?
John Carter with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward.
Oh. Oh. Crazy super soldier.
Sir, your inner circle's been compromised. Either you can't see that, or you don't want to.
What if it's a trap?
Global power is shifting.
That looks like the leader.
You're just a pawn.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
Damn. What did that?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. All right. So I guess they just showed it then. Okay. All right. Wasted no time. Yep. Red Hulk in there. All right. I see and feel the Winter Soldier vibes. But I've told y'all this before. I don't even like comparing Winter Soldier with this because I think in the back of our mind we start thinking like it should be just as good as that. But it feels like it has the same energy. And that's fine. I didn't like this. Where is it? I didn't like this little quip with Harrison Ford because if you recall, Harrison Ford is recasting William Hurt, who played Thunderbolt Ross before, but he passed away. And the reason why I don't like this is because I've already said how it was a double standard that they lost William Hurt, but then immediately recast him because they clearly viewed his story was more important as a fictional character to continue than to just retire him off like they did T'Challa. And I don't want to hear about all the, oh, well, T'Challa was more important than nah. Because when you value a character story, you keep it going. If you stop a character story, that means there's no other value worth talking about with them. So yeah, you can the whole argument of well, T'Challa was a bigger character and you can't continue. It's nonsense. And this right here was another example of how I was talking about when you have fictional storytelling, you can do whatever you want. They just poke fun at the fact that they recast him and talking about like, oh, you know, I'm still trying to get used to the new look. That's a double entendre. Because on one point, he doesn't have his classic mustache, which is weird. Why would you get rid of the one thing that was actually part of his character? But yeah, so Sam is like, yeah, I'm not used to this new look without the mustache. But we know that he's talking also about the fact that the character was recast. So that just proves that you can recast, you can make light of the situation. As the audience, we can juggle this in our mind, get the point, and guess what? Not even blink twice and keep it moving. Anyway. So I didn't like the fact that that showed that, but whatever. What else? The action so far does look solid. There was something here. Okay, so these, I think. So I like the fact that we got Giancarlo in here. I have the impression that first of all, anything Giancarlo does, I like. Period. I have the impression, and I'm not going to talk about how or the character he's rumored to play. I'm not going to spoil that. I think some people have already spoiled it online. I'm not going to spoil it here, but I'm interested, if that rumor is true, who his character is. I'm interested to see how it plays out. So I'll leave that at there. I'm not going to go because I don't like spoilers. So I'm not going to spoil it for y'all. If I'm not mistaken, because I heard rumors about this, I think that's the Eternal from Eternals. So remember the Eternal that came right out of the sea or whatever that everybody just ignored? I think that's the actual Eternal. So maybe we're getting some answers about that. Maybe. So I like the fact that we're actually dealing with that. Okay, got some explosions going on, you know. So, okay, the mind control. It looks like clearly Isaiah is being mind controlled, and that's why he's being used as a pawn. Now, this makes sense that Celestial, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tiamat, whatever, Celestial. Not an Eternal. It looks like he is being mind controlled more than likely by the leader. The leader was the character from the Hulk the Hulk movie, that had his played by Tim Nelson. He had that stuff fall on his brain or whatever. So and that's a classic Hulk villain. So we'll see. Does not look like Bucky is going to be in this. I don't think he was in this movie. But we do see the other guy become the new Falcon. That guy right there. We saw him in Falcon and Winter Soldier, so he's going to be the new sidekick, clearly. Okay. All right, hold on, man. My man getting his little double kick in. Y'all see it? Bow. Okay, so he's doing a little something. Looks like I'm assuming that is the leader. I don't know why they put that on his head though. Like his head is supposed to be like long, like he should be almost like a cone head or something, but we'll see. So I do like the idea that Sam might have political differences with Thunderbolt Ross. So I'm down with that because that is something that Captain America should challenge. He should not always just be gung-ho with whatever the government wants. Okay, it looks like Giancarlo is doing some damage here. What else do we have? I'm not a fan of the new suit. I'm not a fan of it. Only because this suit looks exactly like Steve Rogers' suit. Like, what was the point of having Wakanda make that nice little, white suit with the lemon pepper wings and everything? What was the point of that if all you're going to do is run into Steve's closet and steal his old suit? I don't like it. I don't like it, especially if you're trying to act as though, and we heard it, you're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not. So why are you out here cosplaying looking like him? So to me, I don't like the fact that they went to this suit when you already had, and I like the white suit. I thought it was clean. I thought the white suit, I was like, yo, this looks like a perfect blend of Falcon and Captain America, and it was more comic accurate. The fact that you going back to this, why? So silly to me. This I'd love to see what it is that causes that action right there. Yeah, I don't like the suit. I mean, it's fine. It's just it looks too much like Steve Rogers stuff. As for this Red Hulk, though, listen, I already told y'all this movie was gonna need some help. You don't think that this was not going? I mean, they have to show this. They have to show you this. This is going to be the thing that people are going to ooh and ah over for a while. They have to show you this to sell you the movie. It wasn't going to be Sam. You think y'all was going to show up just for Sam? Just for him? No, you had to show people something shiny, and a Red Hulk is as shiny as you get. Now, here's the thing Marvel, you're not going to listen to me. I already know. But if I had to give Marvel a warning with Captain America Brave New World, I would seriously say what I've been saying forever. Do not show people anything more than this. If you show people more footage, I'm telling you right now, the aftermath of what happens with Cap 4 is not going to be good. If this is going to be a movie that is going to do numbers for Marvel, you better take a page right out of Deadpool and Wolverine's handbook. You see what they're doing with all their marketing. They showed you that first trailer, and every trailer after that has been Wolverine talking about beer, Deadpool talking about, being quiet in the theaters and turn off your cell phone. They're not showing more footage. If you show more footage for this movie that already needs more help, it's going to be a problem. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. I like this trailer. Okay? If it's not clear, I do like the trailer. But Marvel has shown me good trailers before. Did y'all remember the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania trailer? Do y'all remember how exciting it was to see Jonathan Majors sit here and be like, Avengers, didn't I kill one of y'all before? Are you the one with the hammer? You remember how much that hyped up the movie? The trailer looked good. And the movie, not so much. So, yes, this trailer looks fine. I like it. Heck, even the Thor 4 trailer. I mean, it was kind of questionable, but we didn't know it was going to be that bad. So I'm not going to put all my eggs in a basket and get super excited over this trailer. And if I know Marvel, they're going to show y'all way more footage. Keep in mind, this was just a teaser trailer, which means the next trailer, which will be probably a more full trailer, it's probably going to be like 2-3 minutes long. Do not ask me to watch it, because I will not. I want to give this movie as much credit as possible of being good. I want to give it the best shot of being good. I already know the more they show me about this movie, the more it will have opportunity to disappoint. So, with that said, I am looking forward to seeing this. I'm not excited, but I'm interested. I'm curious, and I'm hopeful, but I'm not excited. And we'll see. We'll see. I do want this movie to blow me away. I want this movie to exceed my expectations. I want Sam to win. I want Sam Wilson to win. I want to walk out of that theater and be like, yo, my Captain America. Because right now, it ain't this ain't his face. That, Anyway, guys, y'all let me know, what did you think about the Captain America Brave New World trailer? Did it exceed your expectations? Did it meet your expectations? Were you disappointed? What did you like? What did you not like? Whatever you think, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, y'all got a lot of stuff here. Anthony, what you got? That song was used in Denzel's Safe House movie. Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for that. What you got? Denzel, I sit on my throne, I bury it. Ha! Okay, all right, okay. Everybody listen to me. This is what I'm telling y'all. Okay, all right. I guarantee. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate you. Let's see. JN, thoughts on creating a Denzel Gladiator shirt? If I can get something creative enough, maybe. Let me think about it. Thank you for that. I will think about it. Anthony, been waiting for Mighty Mackie mudslinging time. Who's mudslinging? Y'all mudslinging in the comments? I don't know. Not me. Marley, what you got? Fun fact. Did y'all know Kobe's middle name is actually Marley? Because when I first got Kobe, his name was actually Marley. And I was like, your name's not Marley. Like, we're not calling you Marley. You can be Kobe. And my wife was like, but I like Marley. We got to keep. I was like, fine, leave it as a middle name. So Kobe, Marley, Noisette. Fun fact. Anyway, let's see. I don't know if it's Mackie or Marvel didn't help him enough, like they did to Wanda, but I can't see him past supporting character. You don't say. Are you saying that you can't see Anthony Mackie as a leading man? Guys, I don't have another account. This ain't me. This is coming from the peoples. Shocking. Okay. Hey, Marley, I understand. I will not elaborate, but I understand. Kiki, we felt Winter Soldier vibes with Secret Invasion, and look how that turned out. Oh. It's so true. God, that's so true. It's making me sick to my stomach. We did feel those. Them vibes don't mean nothing. Damn. Thanks a lot, Kiki. Golly, that's so true. That's so true. They've been playing us in our face. Nelson must be a bigger villain than Red Hulk. It'll probably be Leader. Leader will probably be the bigger villain. I mean, Red Hulk, if I'm being honest, I feel like Red Hulk is just there for the eyeballs, right? It's just, Red Hulk is just that shiny thing for you to see on screen to make this a comic book movie. That's it. That's it. But more than likely it'll be the leader that's scheming, plotting, and doing some crazy things. Even though Leader is a Hulk villain, but I've already talked about how this needs some help. So anyway, Marley, what you got? How Sam can fight Hulk if he's not a super soldier? Run away, fly away, confuse him with a math problem. I don't know. Now I will push back on this too. I do not agree that, and I think if you've watched Falcon and Winter Soldier, having a super serum, soldier serum, does not make you Captain America. We've already seen Bucky has the serum, but he's mentally unstable. Does not work. Captain Not America had the super serum, and my man, Agent, whatever, that didn't make him a better hero. So just because you have the serum does not make you Captain America. Captain America is a symbol. He is a representation. He is not only a super soldier. Now, it obviously helps. It definitely helps. But in order to have the mantle, it is not a requirement to be a super soldier. You will get your butt whooped. Clearly, you still gonna get your butt whooped. But the whole premise of being Captain America is who and what you represent as a person. As they've said many times, as long as you're a good man, good person, you could be Captain America. That's the point. So I know in our comic book minds, we need to see them superpowers. I get it. And I know Sam can't fight. I get it. But he does not need it. If anything, this would be a great opportunity for Sam to demonstrate other ways to be Captain America without the super soldier serum. That would be the challenge I hope this show demonstrates to us. I hope we get that. But clearly he will get his butt whooped by the Red Hulk. Clearly. Didier, what you got? I might have survived the reshoots. Oh, let me find out you was in there too, bro. Let me find out. We know we got a superstar in here, okay? JN, callback, Chicken Littles from Cheesecake. Good to wait, what? I have no idea what that means. I don't know what that means. Is that I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Typo, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, thank you for that. Appreciate you either way. Shogun, guess I meant the Gladiator modern music itself is cool, but it's just too juxtaposed for that time period for me. No music like that in ancient Rome. Oh, for sure. Yeah. No. I think that's legit. I think that's understandable. I can totally understand how seeing a period piece like that and then all of a sudden just kind of being like, why are you putting this modern stuff? It could just be marketing. That could just be it. But yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. All right, guys. That is all for tonight. I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to hang out with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Okay. Let me give you guys some heads up real quick. The next time we will be going on live is going to be Monday for House of the Dragon. For my Dem Dragons fans, you do not need to rush to watch this episode. Last time we had to hurry up. We did our special live on Sunday. I know. You can wait. Trust me on it. You could take your time. We will go live on Monday for House of the Dragon, and then Wednesday we'll do the Acolyte. We'll wrap it all up. So Monday and Wednesday, I'll see you guys for House of the Dragon and for Acolyte on Wednesday. And then, of course, we'll be here next week. Hold on, my man, JN. Wrong message. Have food on the brain. Another chat. Okay, all good. Thank you so much for that. So I'll see you guys Monday, then Wednesday, next Friday. You guys have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be safe out there. You know the routine. Wash your hands, wash your butts, and everything in between. Till next time, see you guys later. Peace.